LaRue County's defensive back, and they keep dropping men back. That opens up the ability for us to run. And in that Mayfield game, when Mayfield shut our passing attack down, Jameer runs for a season best 166 yards that night. So we have the ability to get the ball into the secondary via the run, but still the best way that we will move the ball tonight most likely is through the air.
Just to give you a description of the difference in the rushing games for both teams, Caldwell County on the season has a little over 800 yards, 850 yards in that neighborhood. Larue County, on the other hand, 2,657 yards on the ground this season. But to show the contradiction in what they bring to the table, they've only thrown the ball 63 times total all season. So you know they're going to try to throw it, but they can run it. We watched the quarterback in warm-ups a little bit ago, maybe a half hour ago. He's got a strong enough arm to get it across. He was throwing across the field, and he's got plenty of arm to get it over there, throw it a nice spiral. So you can't rule out, and you can't let that back or that receiver get behind your defensive backs, because he has the arm to put it down the field.
One of the things that LaRue County will have tonight, they're a heavily senior-dominated team with 20 seniors on their roster, 11 or 12 which play quite a bit. Some of the others just see limited roles, but that's a heavily dominated team with a lot of experience. So they come in here with a lot of experience. Did not make the playoffs last year, as Hart County and Adair County finished third and fourth in that district last year. So LaRue County coming in here with the ability to try to get something done and continue their season 10-1. As you mentioned, E-Town giving them their only defeat, E-Town scoring 35 points on them. And last week, LaRue County defeating Union County in Hodgenville 14-0, limiting Union County to about 120 yards on the ground. So, and Union County giving up about 6 or 7 sacks. So trying to compare what we did against Union County and what they did against Union County, I think we still probably could consider ourselves 5, 6, 7 point favored.
Right.
But we've got to make it happen tonight. You just don't go out there and throw your stats around and expect to win the football game.
Right. We're about 14 minutes away from kicking this one off. Bob, taking a look real quick at Caldwell's offense. We started back in August talking about everybody being new. You're 12 games into the season now. Everybody is not new anymore. Everybody's got a season under their belt. So they're not rookies anymore, but this team really progressed all season. They made the strides that Coach Barnes wanted. He liked the progress. That line is playing as well right now as you could ask these kids to play. Joby, like you said, throwing 69, 70% completions. You've got a receiving crew that's got 3 40-catch receivers. You've got a running game that was shown during the Mayfield game that is there if needed. So it's a well-rounded offense for Caldwell County. And it's hard for other teams to try to figure out what they're going to do because they're so diverse.
Well, we do have the ability to scare teams, if you will, Dennis, especially when we start throwing it around. And we've got excellent receivers, both with great hands. Oliver Parker can go over the top on you, or he could go short on you. Great hands. Travis Newsome, when he catches it, becomes really a bulldog and runs over people after he makes catches. And then we've got all kinds of other possibilities at the wide receiver spot. And if Joby's on tonight, if his passing is pinpoint like it has been all year, we can do the hitch and go on 2 or 3 occasions. That's sucked in more than a couple teams this year when we pump short and then send the guy down the sideline streaking. And so we've got some weapons that we can throw at them.
Absolutely. If you give Joby time, he's as accurate as any kid on the field this time of year. We're just over 12 minutes away from kickoff. You're listening to the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. McGregor Group Heating and Air is owned and operated by Javen McGregor, and they can take care of all of your heating and air needs. And you really want to get those heaters checked out. We're supposed to dip down into the 20s tonight, game time. We're going to start at around 38 degrees. So you've got to get the heating checked. Call McGregor Group Heating and Air. They can take care of all of the problems you have, including installation for new constructions, replacements, repairs, and maintenance. You can give them a call at 270-896-5044. That's the McGregor Group Heating and Air, and they are the sponsors of our pregame show. Bob, just under 12 minutes before we kick this off, this isn't going to be just a game about offense. Both teams come in with a stellar defense on both sides of the ball. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to talk about that Also, check out who's going to win the coin toss tonight. Get this one set to kick off. And we're going to do that in just over 11 minutes, so stay tuned with us. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show on WPKY, along with Tiger Football, streaming live on WPKYonline.com. We'll be back in 2 minutes, so stay tuned.
Here at McGregor Group Heating and Air, we are so proud to be a part of this community. We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you for all of your heating and air needs. McGregor Group Heating and Air specializes in residential, new construction, and light commercial installations, also servicing most makes and models. We offer fast service with polite and friendly staff. We provide our customers with a peace of mind by offering the best warranties in the industry, along with high-quality products. McGregor Group Heating and Air is located at 960 Varmint Trace here in Princeton. Give us a call today at 270-896-5044. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
Have you been a victim of debit or credit card fraud? Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Hello, this is Keisha Fulcher, CEO for Community Medical Clinic, located at 310 Hawthorne Street in Princeton. Community Medical Clinic's goal is to provide access to excellent health care services that are both convenient and affordable. Community Medical Clinic is taking new patients every day, and walk-ins are welcome. The clinic is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to serve you and your family members of all ages. Patients are welcome with all insurances or with no insurance. Not able to come into the Princeton location? Then we have two other clinics. Our new downtown location in Hopkinsville at 1102 South Virginia Street and Fort Campbell Boulevard in Oak Grove. Community Medical Clinic, providing healthcare services at your convenience at no extra cost.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Checks endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
And we are back here at Tiger Stadium, a great rendition of the national anthem by the Caldwell County Band of Pride. We're about 8 minutes away from kicking this one off. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show on 103.3 The Tiger. Dennis Stevens along with Bob Hayes and Ty Englebright here at the stadium. And Darren Lewis back at the station for us tonight. Bob, we talked about the offenses where it's going to be a battle of wills against which offense can do what they will like to do and how they dictate the game. The defenses on both sides are two of the better defenses. That's what makes this game a highlight of the second round in the KHSAA playoffs, because these two teams defensively both bring it.
And, it's another great test for our defense, which has carried us in the first half of the season until our offensive guys grew up a little bit, especially our offensive line and from the quarterback position, and grow they did to the point where we're 9-2, but our linebackers have got to be able to understand and read their keys tonight, focus on what's going on, and be the first time we've really seen a Wishbone offense, but their keys, and we've just got to get to the football. That's what these kids are known for. Certainly, it's going to be a pleasure to look up and see the ball carrier and 3 or 4 of our Tigers chasing him, especially for a loss.
And on the other side of the ball, Larue County comes in with a great defense, only giving up on average 11 points a game this year. In fact, the only team to score more than 20 was Elizabethtown, who put up 35 on the Hawks from Larue County. So this team is a stout. They're quick off the ball. That's what Coach Barnes said during the pregame show. One of the things we picked up on our kids have to understand how fast that the defense is going to come off of that ball, be ready to make the blocks, know what they're supposed to do. And this team is probably the quickest we've seen all year defensively.
And the other thing that's unique about Larue County is in their front four defensively, you never see low numbers in their front four, but they'll have a number 5 in there tonight, Dallas Cox, 6'3", 200, a junior, and number 11, Travis Alderdice, who's 5'11", 192, and he supposedly has blessed with a great deal of speed. Our offensive linemen have to have their keys, have to know that these kids are quick, and be able to pick them up and blunt their entry into our backfield, which would create havoc and put Joby on the run. And that's something we don't want to see happen. Hopefully not at all tonight, but hopefully if it happens once or twice is all we let it happen.
Right, we've got to keep Joby, get him some protection so he can look down that field. But that's one of the first things I noticed this week as we heard about how fast Larue County was defensively, especially on that line. You look at the size, not really that impressive on the defensive line. You've got kids 200, 162, 192, 165, so not large kids on that line, but as you said, extremely quick off the ball, so Caldwell County has to be prepared for that and make sure they don't let them in the backfield with Joby.
And then on the other side, on their offensive line, it's a different story. Dennis, 266, 211, yeah. 249, 249, 281. So, and then they play with 2 tight ends, and those tight ends are normally 215 and 185. So, but they've got beef on the line, and that's one of the things that our defensive linemen and linebackers have to be aware of tonight. Don't let them get on you because they're big enough to keep you from getting loose.
And back to our side of the ball defensively, one thing we've got to do, we know they're going to run the ball a lot tonight. They only throw on average maybe 6-7 times a game, but you can't let one of those 6 or 7 get behind you defensively and pick up big yardage or even a touchdown because you're expecting the run.
And that's the other thing. We don't know how much Larue County's defensive backfield has been challenged this year. So we're looking to start the game off, Dennis, and look and see how they're going to defend our passing attack.
I think they only bring in 8 interceptions on the season defensively, so I'm not sure how much they throw in that district or along the Larue County schedule. Captains are coming out to midfield. This is the time every week that we pause for prayer, and we'll do so right now. Heavenly Father, we ask that you bless the efforts of all of the players, the cheerleaders, the band members, the managers, and everybody that takes part in what happens here on Friday night. We just ask that you bless their efforts and protect them all from injury so that they'll be able to go back to school on Monday and pick up where they left off last week. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Captains are at midfield. They'll do the coin toss. We're about 3 minutes away from kicking this one off. Larue County in the far end of the Marion Road end of Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County, of course, at the Cab Gym end of Tiger Stadium. Both teams set to come through the banners out. Just a lot of excitement this time of year, Bob. This is, they say, the most wonderful time of the year with Christmas commercials coming up. If you're a football fan, this is it. I mean, as the teams go deeper into the playoffs, the games get tougher and the intensity rises. This is just a great atmosphere for high school football.
And the toss has been won by Caldwell County, and the Tigers will defer to the second half. And then it's looking across the field. There's a really good crew of Larue Countyans here tonight. I mean, they've almost got that side filled up over there. So, you know, there are several gas stations along the way here that will benefit from a 150-mile trip, whatever it is, from Hodgenville here, selling gas to get these people here and then get them back home. But it's a great crowd over there.
Yeah, it is. And the one thing that we like every other year, Bob, with the year we started this and then again this year, as long as we win, we stay at home until those state semifinals. So hopefully the next road trip we take will be to Lexington in a few weeks. But tonight, it's home here at Tiger Stadium as Caldwell County at 9-2 takes on Larue County at 10-1. We are just about ready to kick this one off. So we're going to wrap up the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show as the teams come onto the field. That's going to do it for us for the pregame show. We hope you'll stay tuned as we'll kick this one off here on WPKY 103.3 So we'll be back in about a minute. Give us a minute, Darren, at the station. We'll be back to kick this one off. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Yeah, I have a lot on my plate. I can see that. McGriddles, hash browns, and a coffee. Well, I do have a big to-do list. I have a big to-do list, too. Crispy hash browns, fluffy eggs. That's your to-do list? Part of it. I also have crispy bacon, flaky biscuits.
No matter what your day brings, there's a McDonald's for every morning. Try your favorites on the breakfast value menu, like the sausage biscuit or any size freshly brewed McCafe coffee for $1 each. A la carte only at participating restaurants. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Fredonia Valley Bank is offering 2 new interest-bearing checking accounts, the Valley Advantage Checking and the Valley Advantage Plus. Come by Fredonia Valley Bank and let us introduce you to these 2 new accounts that will draw interest monthly. Everyone can use a little extra cash these days, so why not ask about the details today or check out our website at FredoniaValleyBank.com for rates and information. Fredonia Valley Bank is your real community bank with hometown-friendly service you can count on every time. 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Edaville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
We are back at Tiger Stadium getting set to kick off this playoff game. Caldwell County 9-2 on the season, hosting the Larue County Hawks, coming in at 10-1 on the campaign as they only lose to Elizabethtown this year. So both teams riding a lot of momentum. Both teams like their chances tonight's close game, Lichtenhouse standings-wise, with a 5-point favorite for Caldwell County tonight. So we'll see how this one plays out. The Tigers will kick it off. Larue County will take first possession tonight, and they will be going right to left on your radio dial. Football comes out on the field. Bob, I think Coach Barnes mentioned they're trying to keep these footballs heated tonight. Just don't want to melt them. I think that was a story on...
I think that's what he said. He got too hot last week, and the handle melted on whatever contraption we had. And we've got a different football going into play tonight. That's one of the things that the KHSAA in the playoff season regulate what kind of football we have. So apparently we had the wrong football out there, and we're getting the right football. The same thing happened last Friday night here at the stadium where we didn't have the proper football out there.
And Nichols brings it out. He'll throw it to the referee. He checks it over, and he's going to give it to Boyce to tee up at the 40. Bob, a cool night here at Tiger Stadium. A little bit of a breeze tonight. It's got the flag standing up a little bit, but 38 degrees here at game time.
And it's not bitterly cold by any stretch, Dennis. I'm by the time we get home, it may be down to 32 or something like that. But I noticed we'd have propane heaters on the sidelines here for the team, so I'm sure they'll keep warm.
And a familiar voice of PA announcer Frankie Brown getting everybody set here at Tiger Stadium. Nichols puts it in play. We are underway. Ball bounces at the 15, picked up at the 11. Larue County heads up to the middle at the 20, and there's going to be a swarm of Tigers to halt that one, maybe out to about the 22. So decent coverage by Caldwell County, and Larue will come out first and 10 from their own 23-yard line to start this game. Winner advances on to face the winner of Paducah-Tillman and Elizabethtown. That being played at Elizabethtown this evening. We'll try to keep you with some scores throughout the night here on WPKY. If Caldwell wins this one, we will host that game. If Larue County wins, I'm under the impression they will travel on that game. Early flag on Caldwell County, face mask call. Will move the ball up to the 28-yard line of Larue County, where they'll have it first and 10. They'll send two receivers wide. Handoff is to the deep back out of the I formation. He's got some room up across the 40 and dragged down at the 45-yard line by Van Hooser. Quick hit right there by the tailback. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. First down for Larue County on the first play.
And if Hunter Van Hooser does not make that tackle, they've got 6.
Caldwell County, as Bob said in the pregame, brings everybody up to the line. Handoff again, same back, number 24. This time, much better results for Caldwell County. That's a name we'll call a lot tonight. Bryson Cobb, number 24 for Larue County, over 1,200 yards on the season. adds 1 to the total with that run. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Larue County from their own 45-yard line. Larue County, one of the teams that you don't see a lot of anymore that does actually go to the huddle. They'll send 2 receivers out with a tight end, extra tight end on that side. They'll do the pitch out this way, strung out to the 42 and thrown for a loss. Cobb is. Getting up off the play is Cole Baker with the tackle. And that'll put the Hawks back to the 42-yard line. So it'll be a loss of 3 on the play, 3rd down and 12 now for Larue County. Just underway here at Tiger Stadium. First possession of the night for either team. Larue County breaks the huddle. As we said, Larue County going towards the Marion Road end of the Tiger Stadium to start this quarter. 2-back set. Quarterback drops back. He's going to roll right, throws it up the field. It's complete. All the way down to the Caldwell County 45-yard line. East on the tackle, but it does move the chains on 3rd down and long. 1st down, Larue County. Nice pass by Dane Milby. Bob, we talked in the pregame. The kid's got an arm. He threw that one kind of across the field on the roll to the right.
Look good in throwing the ball, and the receiver wide open too.
So Milby will bring his team to the line. Receivers change sides. They'll come near side. Keeper by Milby. He's up across the 40 and down to about the 38-yard line. Almost the old Oklahoma option on that one.
True Wishbone run then. Gain of 6 yards for Larue County, brings up 2nd and 4 for the Hawks.
I think there were 3, maybe 4 Larue County players at least over 200 yards rushing on the season. As we said in the pregame, they've run over 2,600 yards on the year. So you look for this team to keep it on the ground, and any number of players could take it. Now they line up out of the Wishbone. Give the ball to Cobb out of the backfield. He's going to be hit and thrown for no gain. Good job by Caldwell County's Trail Riley to get to the runner Cobb. 3rd down and about 5 for Larue County, or a long 4.
Larue County 7th play of the drive coming up.
And they have run off a little over 3 minutes off the clock right now. Under center, handoff to the up back. Or maybe it was Milby that kept it.
The quarterback
keeper. He didn't pull it back. He's going to be short of a 1st down. Milby on the carry, gets it down to the Caldwell County 36-yard line, where it'll be 4th down and about 2. Looks like the Hawks are going to keep the offense on the field.
You would expect them probably to go off tackle. Their only attempt at going wide so far has failed. So you look for a quick hitter here, Dennis.
No wideouts. Wishbone set. Handoff is up the middle.
He's
still fighting. I don't think he got it, Bob. I think they're going to mark this one about the 35.
He may have lost yardage, yes.
They'll unpile this one and put the official spot down, but the side judge is coming in. He's going to mark it just over the 35, and it's going to be short of a 1st down. So turnover on downs gives it to the Tigers. Great stand by that Caldwell County defense. Something we knew coming in. Both of these squads are going to sport a pretty nice defense. Caldwell County's first one to get the gold star as they stop Larue County short on 4th down and short. And Joby Jaggers will bring his crew out. 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Bunched up set, 2 receivers each way. Snap pull down. It's complete to the far side to Trail Riley. He's up at the sideline near the 40. Riley knocked out of bounds. And they will spot it right at the 40-yard line. So a pickup of about 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Caldwell with 2 receivers each way. Jameer Riley in the backfield. He's going to come into the pattern, throw over the middle, And it's going to be incomplete. Flag on the play from the back judge as he comes in. Jaggers was looking for Ben Holt on the play. And let's see what the call is. Is that a block in the back?
Well,
Pass interference?
that's a.
Huh. Well, we'll take it. So it was a late penalty came in, so the ball's going to move down to the 45. You like those breaks when it comes playoff time. So Caldwell picks up the Little Caesars first down. They start it. Snap is back to Jaggers. He's hit, completes the pass to Riley on the far sideline. He's still pulling a couple of tacklers out of bounds at the 30, maybe the 29-yard line.
Was that Travis or Oliver? That Travis, wasn't it?
I think it was Newsome on the far sideline. Yes, sir. He lines up again on that far sideline. Jameer Riley in the backfield with Jaggers. Newsome, the only receiver far side. Handoff is to Riley. He dashes it back to the far sideline. He's going in for the touchdown, Caldwell County. Change of direction by Jameer Riley. He wanted to take that one off right tackle. Switches at the line of scrimmage, goes back the other way, and gets in the end zone. Nice run by Jameer Riley. Got an injured Larue County player down at about the 28-yard line. I don't know if the referees have noticed this or not. Everybody lining up for the extra point. There's still a player down. And they're going to hold play up while they check on the injured Hawk player. Score coming at 7:09 into the first quarter. Caldwell County with the quick hit right after the pass interference call. And the player is still down on the field. Looks like he's trying to roll over or stand up. But, Bob, a great run by Jameer Riley.
Oh, yes.
He tried to make that play go off the right side. Nothing there. Darted back at the line of scrimmage and took it to the house on the far sideline.
It was misdirection. He cut it back to the far sideline, got past one guy, and he was gone.
Good blocking on the far side. Good job by the Tigers offensive line not to be called for a hold in that area because he did have to change direction. So Nichols is going to come on for the extra point attempt. Oliver Parker will have the hold. Teams are set now. And it looked like Caldwell moved. They did. They're going to call this one back and back them up 5 yards. Movement on the left side of the line by Caldwell County. Procedure against the Tigers. They'll back it up, and it'll be a little bit longer extra point attempt, but no problem on the leg for Nichols.
The only thing we wish here is that the snap is true and the hold is good because Boyce usually takes care of the rest.
Bob, looking at the pregame warm-ups, I would say Nichols has a decided advantage, giving Caldwell County the decided advantage from the kicking game. The Larue County player during warm-ups barely getting it over the uprights from 10 yards out. So we'll redo this one. Snap is back and down. Kick is up. And it is no good. Hooked over the left upright. So with 7:09 left in the first quarter, Caldwell County out quickly in this one. It's the Tigers 6, Larue County nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKY.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County out in front early in this one, 6-0. 7:09 left in the first quarter. Bob, the penalty probably cost us 1 point.
Well, I'm sure it did because the point before the penalty was good, and I've never seen boys hook the ball But he was hooking it tonight, and the wind's not that much of a edge out there. He just maybe was leaning too much to one side, but he got good foot into it, just hooked it.
So Nichols will put it in play, short kick, and the whistles are going to blow on this one. Apparently against Caldwell County. Offsides against the Tigers. They'll back it up 5 yards and try this one again. A lot of penalties last week in the win over Hart County. The Tigers already penalized a couple of times here, one costing them the extra point. This one's going to put the ball back through to the 35-yard line where Nichols will put this one in play.
But how Boyce is doing the kicking, Dennis, he's letting it get to the ground, and when the ball starts bouncing on the ground, it can bounce many strange different ways. Larue not rushing to pick up the ball on the bounce.
Kick is up, and this one's going to be fielded at the 24-yard line. He's up across the 30, takes it to the middle. Big pile at the 35, and that's as far as he's going to get. Good job by the Tigers. I think Van Hooser in on the tackle along with Gray. And it'll be first down Larue County from their own 35-yard line. Cobb, the big offensive threat for Larue County. Leading rusher on the season with over 1,200 yards.
And
you've got Atkins
splitting out wide left over here.
Milby under center. And whistle on the play is going to blow this one dead.
They were trying to attempt to run the jet sweep.
And illegal motion for Larue County. I think they had 2 players in motion on that, Bob, as they tried to start that play. So that'll back them up 5 yards. First and 15 now for the Hawks from their own 30-yard line.
Something I'm sure Larue County doesn't want to get into tonight are a lot of long yardages to pick up, because that will probably turn them into a passing team.
Bob, I was looking at their lineup. Only of the 11 starters offensively, only 2 as young as a sophomore. So an upperclassman-led team. This one's going to be a handoff to number 24. He had some pressure in the backfield, tries to swing it out to the far side, picks up some yardage.
Well, I think he's going to end up losing 1, because he ran back about 10 and gained 9 of those back.
Second and 11. You're right. He did not get back to the line of scrimmage. But if who is
second and
was
14?
Was it Van Hooser that had some pressure on him back in the backfield?
Just about had him.
He was all the way back near his own 20-yard line. But second down from the 34, handoff to the upback. Gets up to the 40. That's number 28, Russell Young, with his first carry of the night. Nice run by Young, gets it up just across the 40-yard line. It'll be third down now for Larue County. Very methodical offense. You'll see that play clock down close to 10 most plays, between 10 and 15, just about all night long for Larue County. They send 2 receivers to the near side. Milby in the shotgun, goes back, looks down the field. It's going to be complete. He gets by 1 tackler, and he's off to the races, down to the 20. 10-5, and touchdown Larue County. Caldwell County has just about everybody up in the box.
Who was the receiver?
Is it number 2?
Or 2 or 20? It was. Well, no, 2 is who missed him for us. Was it 2?
I think so. I think Jameer missed the tackle.
So Shane King. 60.
So Larue County with the big hit on one of their few pass plays, and they have a chance to take the lead with 5:35 left in the first quarter. Officials blow this one dead. And it will be offsides against the Tigers. So a lot of penalties in the first 7 or so minutes of this football game. And I'm assuming they'll assess that on the kickoff, or did they move them up?
No, they'll move them up.
So you picked up, what, a yard So the extra point's going to come from the 9-yard line. He did not have a lot of leg in warm-ups, Bob, so we'll see how this goes. Snap is good. Kick is up. It's high enough, and it is good. So with 5:35 left in the first quarter, Larue County takes their first lead of the evening. It's the Hawks 7, the Tigers 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKY.
It's that time of year when you'd like to have a little more light around your business, so you can do more things outside. And light for security. A tip from Penny Line Electric. Make those lights LEDs. LED bulbs last much longer, cost much less to operate. Penny Line Electric members can enjoy the safety, convenience, and peace of mind with security lights wherever you need them. For more information, call your friends at Penny Line Electric. Penny Line Electric, your touchstone uninterrupted.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County trails this one 7-6 after a 60-yard touchdown play by Larue County. Bob, we talked about it in the pregame. They're not going to throw a lot tonight, but we can't let them get behind us like they did on that one. One-on-one tackle missed by Caldwell County. After that, nobody behind that for Caldwell, as he had pretty much a cakewalk from about the 30 into the end zone. Short kick by Larue County is going to be fielded at the 17-yard line by Trell Riley. He goes to the far sideline, tripped up, and it'll be down at about the 30-yard line. Caldwell County will come out 1st and 10 from their own 30, trailing this one 7-6. I think Trill saw something that way that he really liked, Bob. He just tripped up when he tried to leap over a tackler. Caldwell County is going to have Holt and Parker near sideline. They'll bring Trail out to join that group. 3 wide to the right. Newsome, the lone receiver, on the left. Riley in the backfield with Jaggers. Handoff is to Jameer Riley. He tries to bring it to the outside. He's across the 30, the 35, stiff arms, and gets his way up close to the 40-yard line. Might be just a hair shy. Nice stiff arm by Jameer as he got near the sideline. It's going to be spotted at the 39-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Tigers. Jaggers with Riley in the backfield, 3 to the left. Handoff is to Riley. He goes up the middle, stutter steps, and wanted that one, slipped on the turf at the 48-yard line. Bobby had a hole there. If he had kept his footing, all he had to do was get past one tackler, and then he would have been off to the races. Instead, it's a Little Caesars 1st down up to the Caldwell County 48. Jaggers back, flicks it over to Trail Riley. He's going to go far sideline and out of bounds. Not much on that one. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage or a half yard. They'll give him 1 on the play to the 49-yard line. With 5:04 left in the first quarter, Caldwell County quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Trail's going to join Ben Holt and Oliver Parker near sideline. They'll put Trail Riley in motion. Goes in front of the quarterback. Handoff is to Jameer Riley. Flag on the play. Jameer Riley breaks it up long enough for a 1st down, but there's a flag in the backfield.
And that's going to be against us. Trail turned upfield too soon. He was in motion. We're going to take that from the 49 back to the 44.
And there's a motion against Caldwell County. You're right. Trail went in motion, turned upfield before the snap. And that'll bring a nice run by Jameer Riley back. The younger Coach Barnes pleading the case on that side, but to no avail for the Tigers. It'll be spotted at the 44-yard line. Newsome and Trail Riley far sideline. Parker, Holt near sideline. Jameer Riley in the backfield with Jaggers. Fumble on the play. Riley picks it up. Now he's going to try to get to the outside. Breaks one, gets it back to the 45-yard line. I think a little miscommunication on what play was being run, because Jaggers tried to make the little shovel pass. I don't think Riley was ready for it or didn't know it was coming. The ball hit the ground. Riley had the presence of mind to pick it up. Picked up a yard on the play. So 3 receivers to the left. Jaggers drops back, looks down the field, and he's going to be thrown for a loss back inside the 40-yard line. So Caldwell County will have to bring on the punt unit. 4th down and long for the Tigers, as Nichols will come out to do the punting duties tonight. So probably the poorest drive in some time, at least back to the Mayfield game. Now the snap is fumbled. Going back, Nichols picks it up, trying to find some room to run. He gets hit at the 25. I think forward progress is going to be marked after he was finally up on his feet to about the 24-yard line. So great field position by Larue County. Momentum definitely on the side of the Hawks toward the end of the first quarter, as they'll take over at the Caldwell County 24-yard line with 3.5 to play in the first quarter and leading this one 7-6. You may be able to attribute that fumble on just the cold conditions, because it seemed like it slipped right through Boyce's hands. And Larue County will come out now. 1st and 10 from the Tiger 24-yard line. Milby will go under center. Pitch goes out to the right side. He's got some room around the corner across the 20, lowers his head at the 15. And out of bounds. Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 14-yard line.
Pretty close to a first down. We'll wonder if they'll.
That was Cobb on the run.
And they're going to give him the first down.
And it is a first down as they move the sticks. 10-yard pickup on the play. That run by Bryson Cobb, the 5'7", 160-pound senior. He'll line up in the backfield, lone back in the backfield, as Milby will go under center. Larue puts one in motion. Handoff is to Cobb up the middle. He's going to be stopped after a couple of yards on the play. They'll mark this one at the 12 as we tick under 3 minutes to go in the first. Larue County known to keep it on the ground most of the season, 2,600 yards rushing on the year. 60-yard pass play is their only points on the board right now. Caldwell County trying to hold Larue and not get this deficit any bigger than what it is. Larue knocking. Handoff is to Cobb again, lowers his head across the 10. And they'll spot this one all the way down near the 7-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down. Tackle on the play by Hunter Van Hooser, Caldwell County's all-time leading tackler as of a couple of games ago.
Key down here. Of course, they'll more than likely go for it on 4th down, 3rd and 3.
But you really got to expect a couple of runs by Larue County.
Yeah,
and at this distance, you kind of almost rule out the pass. They have one wide out to the far sideline. They'll put Cobb in motion. Handoff is to Cobb. They're trying for the sweep on the far side. He's going to be thrown for a loss. Nice play over there by Caldwell County. 35 on the play for the Tigers. That is Will Bashir with a nice tackle. Caldwell County defense did a good job stretching that sweep out. Lost back to the 9-yard line. 4th down and 5 for the Hawks. As they get the play in from the sideline, we have about a minute and a half just under left in the first quarter. Big down here, Bob. 4th down and 5.
Big down. If we can hold them, our mistake won't have hurt us.
You really do not need the penalty on top of that either. Milby goes into the shotgun. He drops back. He's got some pressure by Caldwell County. He goes down. They get the sack all the way back to about the 18-yard line. Great play by the Tigers. Dylan Gray and Will Bashir in on the tackles for Caldwell County. They teamed up for the big loss. Tiger defense stands up again. Lead still only a 1 for Larue County. The ball's going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. And Joby Jaggers will bring his crew back out with 1 minute exactly left in the first quarter. Caldwell County trailing 7-6. Handoff is to Jameer Riley up the middle. Bounces and dances on up to about the 20-yard line.
They're going to mark him at the 21, I think.
Let's see where this one comes up. Side judge well off the line. They will mark it at the 21. So nice first down run by Jameer Riley. 2nd and 6 coming your way. 3 receivers to the right. Riley in the backfield. Joby drops back. Screen set up. It's complete to Jameer Riley. He gets up the sideline, breaks a couple of tackles. They say he stepped out of bounds on the far sideline near the 25-yard line. And he kept that foot in bounds. He had some room down the field. Instead, it's 3rd down for Caldwell County. Wildcat set goes straight to Riley. He takes a snap, lowers his head, gets up near the first down marker.
He's got it.
They'll mark that one at the 30. That is a Little Caesars first down out of the Wildcat for Jameer Riley. East comes out of the game. You've got Parker and Holt on the near side. Clock running, last play of the quarter. Jaggers takes it. He's going to roll, go back the other way, and go incomplete. Throws behind Newsome. And with that pass play, it is a 2nd down, but that's the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Larue County 7, Caldwell County 6. We'll be back with 2nd quarter action after this. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY. We'll be back in 1 minute.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Porter Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Porter Gas is offering specials on propane. Porter Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Porter Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Porter Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Back to Tiger Stadium, Caldwell County. Larue County switch ends of the field. Start of the 2nd quarter coming up. Caldwell County has 2nd down. And you've got 3 receivers to the right of Joby Jaggers. Newsome to the left. Handoff goes to Jameer Riley. Finds a hole up the middle. Picks up some decent yards. Still kept the legs moving all the way up near the 35-yard line. Very nice effort by Jameer Riley. Ball's going to be spotted at the 34, but Bob, he was hit back at the 32. Just kept those legs turning. We could see the pile.
Lot of effort on his part.
2 receivers set each way for the Tigers. And Larue County quickly off the ball. Flag comes in. That should be against Larue. Offsides against the Hawks. And
we think. There we go.
Move the ball up for the spot. Little indecision by the officials on where they're going to spot this, if it's enough for a first. And it is a Little Caesars first down on the penalties. This ball is spotted with the nose touching the 40-yard line. 2 receivers each way for the Tigers. Riley and Newsome on the near sideline. Snap is high, pulled in by Jaggers. Handoff to Jameer Riley. Did a nice spin move just to pick up some positive yardage. He gets out across the 40 to about the 41-yard line.
That was a dangerous snap that Joby corralled with one hand.
And Bob, very cold conditions tonight. You've got that breeze down there on the field at the backs of the Tigers for this quarter. But we've seen the cold affect a couple of handoffs and a couple of snaps tonight.
Well, I don't know whether we are offside or whether they charged at us. They're going to call us.
This will be procedure against Caldwell County. So we'll mark it right back 5 the other way. Bob, we played a quarter and about a minute. several flags tonight already in this ball game. Tigers with the ball at the 36-yard line.
Well,
And we're going to march a path of 5 yards between the 35 and the 40 as this one goes against Larue County. And the ball back up to the 41-yard line. And a flag on the play comes in from the near sideline. And is that a sideline warning against Caldwell County?
yeah, so. Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way, Dennis.
Yeah, you knew one was coming.
Yeah,
The over and under was definitely that there would be one. 3 receivers set to the far side. Jaggers drops back after the snap, goes deep over the middle, and in and out of the hands. I think that was Parker.
Yes.
Parker on the attempt right there. Those are ones we've come to expect Oliver just to reel in and make them look easy. A tough catch as he had to turn his body just a little bit from his left shoulder to his right shoulder. Goes off his fingertips, incomplete.
A nicely thrown ball by Joby then.
So 3rd down and long for Caldwell County, 2 receivers each way. Jameer Riley in the backfield. 3rd down and about 9 for the Tigers. Whistle comes in again. Bob, we had a game like this earlier in the season where you think they were going to have to change flags at halftime from the amount of times they've thrown them. False start against Caldwell County is going to back them up 5 yards. So the ball spotted for the 3rd time of this drive at the 36-yard line. And Caldwell County will take it. Jaggers drops back, swings it out to Riley. Riley's got some room across the 35, the 40, lowers his head at the 45-yard line. And he'll get up to about the 46 before he's brought down. Nice run by Jameer Riley up to the Caldwell County 46, short of a 1st down, so it will be 4th down. Caldwell County still brings the punt unit on, but a nice effort by Riley on the play to get it up to the 46.
Looked for a second that he might break that one, but they closed on him pretty quickly. Larue County has nice team speed.
Nichols goes back, flag on the play before this one is snapped.
Are they offside?
An offsides by them would, no, it's going to be against Caldwell County. Start to say it would give us a 1st down, but this one's going against the blue and gold. It'll back them up 5 yards. So they're going to, Caldwell County's been penalized enough to be back to the cab gym tonight 5 yards at a time. Ball at the 41-yard line. Nichols back at about his 30. Snap is back, handled well. Kick is up, goes straight up. Hit at the 40, takes a Larue County bounce, and it's going to be covered back at the 45. Larue County picked up about 5 yards on the bounce. And Larue County is going to have decent field position once again to start this drive at their own 46-yard line. 9.5 just over left in the 1st half. Game expected to be close. Lickenhouse had these teams about 5 points apart. And no disappointment so far here at Tiger Stadium. This one is led by Larue County 7-6. Penalized extra point attempt pushed Caldwell County back, and the second one was hooked. That's the difference in the ball game at this point. Milby under center. Keeps it himself, and he's going to be thrown down for a loss back to about the 44-yard line. Devin Kilgore on the tackle for Caldwell County. Ball spotted back at the 45-yard line, Bob, so 2nd down and 11 coming up. And the injury timeout, I was looking to see where he was going. Milby on the sideline getting some attention. Looks like to maybe his throwing hand, or did he have his helmet, looking at his helmet. I don't know what the deal is, whether it's equipment or whether it's injury. But Milby on his way back out to the field. I think the referee gave the signal working on the face mask of Milby. Dane Milby, 5'10", 168-pound senior, leads the attack for Larue County. He'll start this one from the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. He drops back, keeps it himself, breaks it up the middle. He's up over the 45, hit there, and stopped at about the 47, maybe 48-yard line. Number 63 on the tackle for Caldwell County. Again, Devin Kilgore.
Pick up a 3 yards on that play.
Third down for Larue County.
3rd and 8 for the Hawks.
Larue County in the white jerseys tonight. Caldwell County blue jerseys, gold pants. Milby out of the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right, looks up the field, throws complete at the 45 and tackled down at the 43-yard line. And it is a first down. Bob, I think that's a couple of times tonight, 3rd down and reasonably long. Larue County able to convert. Something Coach Barnes talked with you about earlier in the week, that we have to stop them on 3rd down, get them off the field.
Once again, a reminder that Tiger Stadium is a no-smoking stadium.
Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. We have not heard that announcement all year, no smoking stadium. Handoff goes to our keeper by Milby, and he's got some room. He's across the 30. Got a couple of Tigers trying to get to the corner, but it's Milby into the end zone for Larue County. Faked the handoff to Cobb and kept it himself. Got by the line of scrimmage and nobody back for the Tigers. So Larue County tacks on to their lead, 13-6, with 7:48 left in the first half. Bob, the Tigers knew they were going to have a battle on their hands tonight.
42.
Larue County comes in, flag on the play. Kick is up, and it is good. Let's see what the flag is on the play. Procedure against Larue County. So they will try this one again, it looks like. Team staying on the field. This would be a big one if Caldwell County can somehow keep Larue from tacking this one on. Even the 1-point disadvantage up from Caldwell County's miss earlier. This one's going to be spotted at the 15-yard line. 25-yard extra point attempt now for Larue County. Snap is back and down. Kick is up. This one's going to be short and no good. That one didn't even make it out of the end zone. So with 7:48 left in the first half, Larue County leads this one 13-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders from KFC here with some real news. My delicious, world-famous original recipe fried chicken is available at a KFC near you. It has been and will be until the end of time. No matter what's happening in the world, you can trust that my original recipe chicken is always made with 11 herbs and spices. Many unnamed sources agree. It's delicious. Get it in a KFC $10 chicken share and enjoy it with a friend. KFC, it's still finger-licking good. Limited time offer at participating KFCs. Prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
We're back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County trails this one 13-6 with 7:48 left in the first half. Remember to stay tuned at halftime. Bob Hayes will have all of the first half stats. We'll look ahead to the second half. That coming your way in about 7:48 game time. Larue County will tee this one up at the 40. Trail and Jameer Riley back deep for Caldwell County. Kick is up. It's going to be a short kick. Fielded by Trail at the 25. He's got some blockers. Dances now. He finds a hole up across the 30, 35, 40. He's in midfield. 40, 30 down the sideline. One player to get by. He's at the 5. Dives. Touchdown, Caldwell County. Nice run by Terrell Riley.
And we got to figure out where he caught that 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
We'll call it a 75-yard kickoff return.
Great return. He took his time, very patient, setting the blockers up on the return at the near sideline. He got a couple of good blocks to break him, and then after that, it was all speed. He had one player to beat, dove at about the 3, got the ball across the goal line. Touchdown Tigers. They have a chance to tie this one at 7:35 left in the second quarter. Nichols on the field to see if he can get back in line on this one. This one's blocked at the line of scrimmage. So Larue County holds on to a 1-point lead. 2 bad extra point attempts tonight by Caldwell County.
Something that we haven't seen all year, Dennis.
Absolutely. That's almost automatic for this team. And tonight, a couple of miscues have cost them. But a great run by Riley to take that ball into the end zone. So the Tigers will kick this one out. 7:35 left in the half. Bob, certainly it was no time to panic because you know Caldwell County can break the big play as they've done a lot this season. But really,
absolutely.
They had played less than their best football the first quarter and a half tonight and still only trailed by 1 possession. And almost tied this one on a great run by Riley. Just a blocked extra point attempt. And that's got to be a lot of how Coach Barnes talked about the quickness defensively that Larue County has. They're really coming off the ball well, and that's caused us some trouble a couple of times tonight on these extra point attempts. So Nichols has this one teed up at the 40. He comes up, little pooch kick's going to try to angle it. Ball scoots at the 15. Larue picks it up at the 15 across the 20, tries to go up the field, breaks a couple of tackles, and spun down at the 24-yard line. Nice tackle there. I think that was Ben Holt. Holt with a nice one-on-one tackle. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line, excuse me. But a good play by Holt as Larue County's runner really broke 2 or 3 tackles. Had some room on that far sideline if he could have got that far, but Holt, Johnny on the spot for the Tigers, able to pull him down at the 24, where Larue County will take over. It was 7:25 left in the first half. Cobb in the backfield with Milby. A rare spread set. Handoff goes to Cobb. He's going to try to come this way across the 20, lowers his head at the 25. Good job by the Tigers. That was going to be whistled dead and late hit. Flag thrown on that one as the players kept trying to pull the pile down. And that's one you never see called. If they're almost to the ground, you usually let them just fall over.
Well, I mean, the back is still digging and pumping, so how can that be a...
and the crowd...
Yeah, I'm going to be a personal foul on us, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's going to be marked off against Caldwell County. The crowd showing their displeasure with it, as is the coaching staff. That's just a lot of effort wasted at the discretion of the official, saying late hit. Ball is going to be spotted on the personal foul up at the 39-yard line. So first down for Larue County. Milby comes to the line of scrimmage from the shotgun. He's got Cobb in the backfield. Still a 3-receiver set to the near side for Larue County. Milby drops back. He's got some pressure. Flag on the play. He throws the ball up, and it's tipped, almost intercepted by Jameer Riley, but a flag in the backfield. It's going to be a hold, I think, against Larue County. And it is a hold against the Hawks. Jameer almost able to tip that one up and back down to himself, unable to get a handle on it. So this penalty will take them back. Let's see where they'll mark this one. Flags really getting a workout tonight. This is going to be spotted back at the 24. Kind of like Groundhog's Day, Bob. They marched off 5 yards 3 or 4 times a while ago on Tiger possession. Now Larue County back where this all started, from the 24-yard line on this drive.
Apropos, I would think it's 1st and 25 for Larue County right now.
Milby under center, and flag on the play. It's going to be motion against Larue County. That'll back them up 5 more yards back to the 19-yard line. So, well, we thought might be a fairly quick game, as much as Larue liked to keep it on the ground. The flag's really slowing the pace of this one. Still almost 7 minutes left in the first half here at Tiger Stadium, with Larue leading this one 13-12.
1st and 30.
So Milby's going to come to the line of scrimmage with Cobb in the backfield. Milby out of the shotgun. He takes it, drops back, looks the field over. He's going to keep it himself. Slips through the hands of Cole Baker. Now he's up to the 25, 30, and up to about the 31-yard line before he's brought down by Dylan Gray and Mitchell Harrelson. Van Hooser also in on the play for the Tigers. So a big run back up to the 31-yard line.
2nd and 18, still a passing down, I would think, for Larue County.
The Hawks get to play in from the sideline. Larue County showing a lot more spread tonight. We expected a little more wishbone, maybe some eye, but shotgun set up for Larue County. They're going to take a timeout. They don't like what they see. So with 6:01 left in the first half, it's Larue County 13, Caldwell County 12. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger football on 103.3 The Tiger.
Gloria Smith with the law office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
Back to Tiger Stadium, 6:01 left in the first half. Tigers trailing this one 13-12. Larue County coming out 2nd and 18. Bob, I saw the officials huddle during the timeout. You think they were asking if their flags were worn out or their arms were tired? Because this is a heavily penalized first half for both squads.
I think that's what they figured out, how to keep their arms warm, by pulling that pinky out of their pocket every other play.
Snap goes to Milby. He's going to roll to his left now, tries to keep it. He's got some pressure from Gray, throws it down the field. This one is intercepted. Jameer Riley at the 48-yard line picks it off. He goes far sideline, still on his feet, lowers his head at the 25 and gets down near the 20. Big interception by Jameer Riley. Good pick by Jameer.
Picked off at probably mid the 45.
40, I think it was 48 when I looked down.
Okay, 48, and he returns it to the
ball down to the 23-yard line, I think is where they'll spot it.
25-yard return.
Dylan Gray helped out on that one. He had some pressure on Milby as Milby tried to roll to his left, then tried to keep it. Gray strung that one out. Milby had to just toss it up. Now another timeout, I think, being signaled for Larue County, as Caldwell County has great field position to start this drive with 5:46 left in the first half. They'll start this one at the Larue County 23. And Bob, while we have a minute, we'll just keep this one here. Want to invite the community to enjoy a delicious holiday meal at the Princeton Golf and Country Club that's coming up on Sunday, November 19th from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. This special holiday buffet will include turkey, ham, baked fish, along with all of your favorite traditional side items. Cost is $16.95 and half price for those 10 and under. This price includes your drink, so come on out to the Princeton Golf and Country Club and enjoy some holiday cheer with friends and family. That's Sunday, November 19th, 11 to 1:30 at the Golf and Country Club. Phone number 270-963-0512 to make your reservation. Another great thing about this time of year besides football, you know those meals are going to start ranking up a little bit.
That turkey sounds pretty good right now.
Caldwell County puts a player in motion. It's Parker. Parker with the throw, looking for Newsome. Newsome hit in the end zone, still comes up with it. Flag goes down, but Newsome able to get the touchdown reception from Parker. Two
Pass
flags on
interference.
the area.
Pass interference.
Surely it's not offense. Newsome
No,
was hit
he
in
got
the end
bumped. He
zone.
got knocked into.
So it's just adding to a great season for Oliver Parker. Now he can say touchdown pass.
Now they called it. Yeah. That's what they called on us. That's what it looked like.
And let's see, he's
No, I think.
touchdown
yeah.
signal now by the official. Pass interference was called against Larue County. That will be declined, of course, as somehow Newsome kept the concentration even after being shoved in the end zone, came up with the ball. So Oliver Parker to Travis Newsome, and Caldwell County back in front, 18-13, as Nichols will see if he can get off the schneid here and put one through. 0 for 2 tonight as whistles will stop this one. And timeout by Caldwell County. Coach Barnes coming out to about the 25-yard line to call that timeout. Bob, we've talked about the growth of Oliver Parker all season as a receiver, the leading receiver right now for Caldwell County, especially after a couple of big efforts. He can catch the long ball now in the old repertoire as touchdown pass.
23-yard pass on that. Yeah. Yeah, Oliver threw it. No, Oliver Parker threw
Parker.
it. Yeah, true. I mean, he had open guys all over.
Yeah, a little discussion on where Jaggers was on the play.
Excuse our listeners as we enjoy what's happening.
That's just our version of who's on first. We like to rehearse it every now and then, so no harm, no foul.
Yeah, exactly. Anything can happen on the radio, and usually does.
So both teams out of the timeout as Nichols will put this one down at the 10. Parker for the hold. Caldwell County 0 for 2 tonight on extra point attempts. Snap is down. This one's up, plenty of distance. And that's more like the boys. Nichols, we know it is good. So with 5:37 left in the first half, Caldwell County back out in front. It's the Tigers 19 and the Hawks 13. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKYonline.com.
In memory of the special lives lost this year and in years past, Morgan's Funeral Home and Lakeland Funeral Homes will host the 2017 Community Holiday Service of Remembrance. This year, nationally known artist Sarah Schreiber will share her story of loss and hope through message and song featuring Christmas in Heaven. This beautiful candlelight service will feature a photo presentation of loved ones and a commemorative gift for all. Join us on Friday, November 17th at 6 p.m. at the Ogden United Memorial Methodist Church, 305 West Main Street in Princeton.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County leads this one 19-13 with 5:37 left in the first half. The penalty from the pass interference, I guess, is going to be marked off here on the touchdown play. So Caldwell County will kick off from the Larue County 45-yard line. And Bob, when things aren't going well as they have for the Tigers most of this first half, they go to the bag of tricks, come out with a trick play. Oliver Parker to Travis Newsome. And Caldwell County back out in front of this one.
We've had a kickoff return and a one-play drive.
This one's going to go well into the end zone and out of the back of the end zone. Touchback for Nichols, and Larue County will come out to their own 20-yard line. See if Caldwell County's defense can make the stand here.
Yeah, that pass interception was a longer than normal pass, and the quarterback was under heavy pressure. The ball hung up there a long time, and it was just a question of which one of our guys would pick that one off. So I think if Larue County wants to do any passing tonight, they might want to consider the 5, 8, 9-yard pass, because that didn't look like they had much skill and practice on that pass all year long, Dennis.
Really, a lot of this second quarter, they've gone away from the run.
Yeah,
they again in more of a spread offense, empty backfield with one in motion. And the ball is on the ground. Caldwell County recovers this one at the 15-yard line. They tried to shovel pass with more blue jerseys in the backfield than white ones.
Yeah, that's a fumble. Oh no! Oh, it's an incomplete pass. Yeah, it's an incomplete pass because it was thrown forward.
There's a little shovel pass. Second down and 10 now for Larue County, back at the 20-yard line. Little excitement as that ball hit the ground, but nice pressure by Caldwell County's defense. They were in the backfield to disrupt that one.
You know,
I think that was Bashir maybe in the backfield, or Harrelson one.
He could have almost caught that and then fumbled, but he didn't have it long enough for the referee to make a decision on that. Tigers playing really inspired football right now.
Milby looks down the field. He's got a pass in and out of the hands, out of bounds anyway, I think, up near the 48-yard line. Jameer Riley on the coverage. Cobb, the intended receiver for Larue County. Bob, for a team that doesn't throw the ball much, that quarterback still has a pretty good arm.
He has a nice arm.
About 35 yards, pretty accurate.
But I'm thinking, you know, he was too close to the sideline. He probably needs to back it off about 15 yards if they want to be effective in the passing game.
But we'll take that attempt all night long with Jameer
we'll take those 35, 40-yard passes.
So Cobb in the backfield, 3 receivers set to the near sideline. Jameer Riley in coverage on this side. Milby keeps it. He breaks it up the middle. He's got some room. Hit at the 35-yard line. Saving the tackle, Trail Riley for Caldwell County, or saving the run. But it is another long first down. 5:17 left in the first half. They'll stop it while they move the chains, but first down all the way up to the 37-yard line for the Hawks of Larue County.
And again, Dennis, if he's not tackled on that particular tackle, he's got another 60 yards in front of him.
So Trail Riley saves that one.
A well-disguised run, by the way.
Larue County up 2 receivers each way. Milby rolls to his right. Pressure from Cole Baker, throws on the run. He's got a receiver complete at the 40. Breaks a tackle, and it's going to be touchdown Larue County. East had the try to make the tackle at about the 20, unable to bring him down, and Larue County ties this one up with 4:48 left in the first half. It was a nice throw, but Larue County's receiver got behind the Caldwell County defense. He was behind East by at least a couple of yards, but a nice throw by Milby on the run hits him. So we'll see if the extra point breaks the tie. Milby will have the hold. Snap is down, kick is up. And he got into it. It is good. So with 4:48 left in the first half, it's Larue County back out in front, 20-19. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKY.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
Back to Tiger Stadium. The Tigers behind again, 20-19. 3 lead changes. A couple of missed extra points tonight by the Tigers. And they are the short end of a 2019 contest with 4:48 left in the first half. This one figured to be close. A lot of A lot of people said this was probably the premier second-round game in this end of the state tonight. 10-1 Larue County, 9-2 Caldwell County.
Certainly record-wise, that's the case, Dennis.
And Larue will tee this one up at the 40. Little pooch kick. It's going to be covered by Caldwell County at their own 35, 36-yard line. I think that was Ben Holt on the coverage. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line, where Jaggers will bring the crew out and see if they can retake this lead before halftime.
And one thing to remember, Dennis, we get the kickoff to start the third quarter, so Tigers offensively been moving the ball well tonight.
Just a couple of times you let the receiver behind you by a team that really is not known to throw the ball much. It's really hurt the Tigers tonight. Holt late getting on the field. He'll go to the far side set at receiver. Three receivers on the far side. When they come near side to Newsome, Newsome catches it at the 39, digs, and gets up to about the 43-yard line. One thing Travis is known for, Bob, we talked about it all year long, is yards after the catch. A hard-nosed runner picks up about 3 yards on his own after the reception. Caldwell quickly back. Handoff is to Jameer Riley. Tries to find a spot on the far sideline. I think it'll be enough for a Little Caesars first down, as they'll spot this at the 47-yard line. Up to the 46, so it is a first down. Little Caesars first down for the Tigers by Jameer Riley, who stays in the backfield with Jaggers. Two receivers each way. Jaggers drops back, comes back to Newsome. It's complete at the 44, and Travis gets it up to about the 48-yard line. Little curl route by Newsome. He came back to the ball, complete, and the Tigers quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Three receivers far side, Newsome alone on the left side. Jameer Riley in the backfield with Jaggers. Jaggers takes a snap, looks down the field. He's got Jameer Riley complete at the 50. And it's out of bounds for Riley at the 50. Third down and about 6 for the Tigers coming up. Two receivers each way for the Tigers. Jaggers didn't like what he saw. Larue County showing blitz. Let's see if they back out of it. Newsome and Trail Riley near side. Holt Parker to the far side. They bring everybody, and Jaggers is going to go down inside his own 40. Larue County showed blitz, stayed with it. And Jaggers paid the price all the way back to the 40-yard line, where it'll bring up fourth down and long for the Tigers, and Nichols will come out for the punt. Score in from Elizabethtown. It's Elizabethtown 20, Paducah Tillman nothing. Winner of that game plays the winner of this one next Friday night. Snap is back. Nichols gets off a nice punt, drives Larue County all the way back. Ball bounces at the 22-yard line up, and it'll be down at the 14-yard line. So nice punt by Boyce Nichols with 2:15 left in the first half. So kind of the game we expected tonight, Bob, except for the way Larue County is scoring. Two of their scores through the air. Not what we anticipated by them by any means. And they will take over now. First and 10 from their own 14-yard line.
That Tillman game, I expected Tillman to give E-Town a little bit more of a fight than what they've given them so far.
Yeah, 20-0, not what either one of us thought that one would be. Elizabethtown was the favorite going in. Spread offense again. Handoff is fake to Cobb. Milby keeps it. He'll pick up about 3 on the play up to the 17-yard line. Caleb Burden in on the tackle for Caldwell County, along with Bashir. Second down and 7 for the Hawks as we are under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Stay with us at halftime. Bob will have all of the first half stats coming your way. Milby comes up from the shotgun. Cobb in the backfield, 3 receivers to the right side. Milby looks to the right side. Now he's going to scramble a little bit. Cole Baker in chase along with Bashir. Milby tries to get to the outside, and he'll run out of bounds near the 30-yard line, just shy of it. They'll mark him out at the 27, but he knew where the markers were, got out of bounds, and it's first down Larue County. Baker tried to swing that one out, or to stretch it out as long as he could, but the speed of Milby showed up as he picked up the first down at the 27-yard line. 3 to the right. Handoff is to Cobb. He has to backtrack, has some pressure in the backfield. A lot of Tigers coming in. This one will be a loss all the way back to the 21-yard line. A lot of Tigers in on the tackle. Gray, Baker. You've got Englebright in on the tackle also. And it's going to be a hold also against Larue County, but that's going to be declined. Caldwell County will take the loss on the play. Got a little bit of a break from the flags there for a while, but back out on the field as this one heavily penalized both ways tonight here at Tiger Stadium.
It'll be 2nd and 16 for the Hawks. Clock continues to.
I'm not sure what the conversation
right
is.
now,
I thought Caldwell County may be calling timeout, but clock stopped at 1:03. Officials talking on the sideline. Now they'll come back to the field. And we'll see what this one is. Referee calling the coaching staff for Caldwell County over. 1:03 left in the first half. Larue County leads this one 20-19. And teams back now to the line of scrimmage. Referee winds the clock. Milby with some company each side in the backfield. Handoff goes to number 28. That is Russell Young with one of his few carries up to about the 23-yard line. Third down and long now for Larue County. And Bob, we've had them in 3rd and long at least a couple of times tonight. They've been able to convert.
Right, and as we expected, Caldwell County has called timeout to at least get them into hopefully a punting situation or maybe a turnover if we're lucky. But they have converted on a couple long thirds downs tonight, maybe even 1st or 2nd down on top of that. Larue County playing a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, this one's living up to all the hype that everybody expected coming in. Caldwell County actually, according to the Lichtenhouse ratings, a little bit of a favorite, about 5 points. You can usually give about 3 for home field on an average high school game, but right now Larue County holding its own has the 1-point lead. 20-19 over the Tigers. Tigers have suffered from a couple of misplayed extra point attempts. Actually one taken off the board by a penalty. So the Tigers trying to get the ball back at least for a few seconds before the end of the half. As Bob said, Caldwell County will have first possession in the second half. Larue County back on the field, 3rd down and long from their own 23-yard line. 3 receiver set, much more of a spread set tonight by Larue County than we anticipated. Milby drops back, he looks deep, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. Let's see if that's a Dylan Gray. Number 24 pulls down Milby back at about the 18-yard line. Timeout, Caldwell County. Still 41 seconds left on the clock. Good play by Gray. Milby fortunate to even hold on to that football because he was hit from behind by Gray.
And as Dylan hits you, he hits you pretty hard.
Yeah. He's been known to jar one or two loose over his career.
And we have what we want here, a punt return hopefully set up, and and hopefully the Larue kicker gets it back to Trail rally back deep and punt.
Riley standing back near the midfield stripe. Snap is high, he pulls it down. This one's blocked. Caldwell County on it at the 10-yard line. Caldwell County brought the bus on that one.
We had one chance to pick that ball up, but we had about 4 or 5 of them falling on it.
Yeah, a lot of blue and gold jerseys fell on that one. They'll spot it right on the 10-yard line. Still 34 seconds to go, 10 yards.
First and goal, I guess, isn't it, Dennis?
First and goal, yes, sir. Ball spotted right on the 10. Jaggers comes out to an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. You got East and Newsome near side. They'll bring Jameer Riley in motion. Throw back across the field. It's going to be, did they rule it complete?
Well, I'm not sure.
Flag on the play. Of course there is. I think Larue County was trying to hustle a player in from the far sideline. Saw one running down the sideline. So we'll see what the discussion is. And it is against Larue County. I think that's what they were trying to do, Bob. 10 players on the field. They were trying to get that 11th one in. Did not do it. So this one will take Caldwell County down to the 5-yard line. Still 26 seconds to go. Caldwell County trails this one 20-19, but they're knocking on the door with 26 seconds left in the first half. Jaggers drops back. Corner route. That's going to be too much on that one. He was looking for Parker far sideline. Too much on that one as it goes almost all the way to the track. Took 5 seconds off the clock. 21 seconds now with Caldwell County setting at 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Not sure how many timeouts we have left, Bob. I know we called a couple.
Probably 1 or none, I'd say, Dennis, and we're getting close to if we complete it.
0 timeouts. 0 timeouts signaled to us by the staff up here, so Caldwell County would be chancing it to put a run play in action right now. Jaggers looks over the field. Complete to Jameer Riley. He catches at the 3, gets in.
The trail.
Touchdown by Trail Riley. Caught that one at the 3. In some traffic. Nice pass by Jaggers. Trail felt some pressure, able to spin, stretch out, put the ball over the goal line. So Caldwell County back out in front with 13 seconds left on the clock, 25-20. And Nichols comes out to try the extra point attempt. Too early to chase points right now, trying to go for 2 and put this back out at 7 because 5 would let Larue County take the lead with just the mere touchdown. Nichols with the kick. This one's up and good. So with 13 seconds left in the first half, it's Caldwell County back out in front, 26-20. 4th lead change of tonight here at Tiger Stadium. A game living up to all the billing. Heavily penalized game for both teams. 4 lead changes on the night. And Bob, to be honest, I really didn't anticipate this much scoring in the first half.
Well, it's been an offensive-minded show for sure, and another good thing is we mentioned we get the kickoff to start the 3rd quarter, which gives us a possibility of 1 more possession in the second half, and whoever has the ball last may be the one that wins this game.
So if Caldwell County plays smart here for the last 13 seconds of the half. They should go to the locker room with the halftime lead. Winner apparently looks like is going to get Elizabethtown next week. Last report, they were up 20-0 on Paducah Tillman. Nichols tees this one up at the 40. They'll give it back to Larue County for the final 13 seconds of the half. Keeps it on the ground, goes up the middle. Handled by an up back at the 29-yard line. Looks for some room. Now dances around, wants to go to the far sideline. And he's going to be tackled. Flag on the play from the judge on this side of the field. I think it's going to be a block in the back or illegal block against Larue County with 5 seconds left on the clock. Pretty impressed with that official, Bob. He tried to throw that flag as far as he could across the field. Had a pretty good arm. Got it out across the hash mark. It is against Larue County. That's one of the first times I've seen an official point back to the coach saying, I got it, while throwing the flag with the other hand. So we'll tip our hat to the side judge on that one. And Larue County will take over at their own 22-yard line with 5 seconds left in the first half. Caldwell leads this one 26-20. I don't think they would try. I'll be surprised if they try a really deep pass with just this much time left. But
too many things can go wrong when you try to hurl it downfield. We got backs dropping back.
We're playing well off the receivers, expecting them to do that.
But they are going to throw it.
Milby drops back. He's got some pressure, keeps it himself. But he's going to be planted by Cole Baker to end the half. There's probably an impression on the field with a number 8 in the grass after that tackle by Cole Baker, who left no doubt who that tackle was made by. So that brings us to halftime. And at the half, it's Caldwell County 26, Larue County 20. We'll be back with all of the first half stats and a look ahead to the second half. That coming your way in 4 minutes. So stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY. Back in 4.
Hey, this is Pam at Cozy Living Interiors of Boutique. This is an exciting week for us. We're having 2 giveaways. One is a recliner to a veteran. We love our veterans. This is one way we can say thank you for your service. We also give all year a 10% discount to veterans. Our second giveaway is a $100 UK basket. All you have to do is come to Cozy Living Interiors, located at 235 Northfield Drive, right next to the bowling alley. The drawing will be at 3 p.m. this Saturday, November 11th. Cozy Living Interiors is just like a home should be.
New car buyers, listen up. We need to move our new car and truck inventory fast, and we need your trade. At Tri-Keys Incorporated, we know the dollar is tight, but there's never been a better time to buy a new vehicle. With fantastic rebates, low rates, awesome trade allowance, and 7 American car lines to choose from, Tri-Keys Incorporated is sure to fit you with the perfect vehicle at a price that's pleasing. And as always, if we don't have what you want on our lot, we'll find it for you. Don't go out of town for a good deal. Stay in town for a great deal. Tri-Keys Incorporated, where your trade is worth more. At Little Caesars, we are very pleased to announce our newest addition to our already wonderful lineup of pizzas. Cheese stuffed crust. That's right. You can now add cheese to the crust of your favorite hand-tossed or deep-sea dish pizza. It's so yummy, yummy. Make that pizza or any of our other delicious pizzas a meal with our new Little Caesars Make It a Meal deal. For a discounted price, you can add on one of our 3 Make It a Meal deals to the feast order. All meals include a 2-liter with your choice of Italian cheese bread, crazy bread, or wings. We want to be your go-to pizza place. Let us know how we are doing and what your favorite menu items are. Join our Facebook group, Keytown Little Caesars, to see our specials and enter for our giveaway. Little Caesars is very involved in the community and would love to serve you. If you belong to a church organization and need delivery for a gathering or church event, call us at 270-365-3311 to order.
Pizza. Have you or a loved one been discharged from the hospital but not quite recovered enough to go home? Caldwell Medical Center's Swing Bed program is the answer you are looking for. Caldwell Medical Center's Swing Bed program can help patients that are recovering from stroke, joint repair replacement, IV therapy, post-hospitalization pain management, wound or major surgery, acute physical or occupational therapy. Call 270-365-0300 to see if Caldwell Medical Center's swing bed program is right for you. Caldwell Medical Center, located 100 Medical Center Drive in Princeton.
Here at McGregor Group Heating and Air, we are so proud to be a part of this community. We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you for all of your heating and air needs. McGregor Group Heating and Air specializes in residential, new construction, and light commercial installations, also servicing most makes and models. We offer fast service with polite and friendly staff. We provide our customers with a peace of mind by offering the best warranties in the industry, along with high-quality products. McGregor Group Heating and Air is located at 960 Varmint Trace here in Princeton. Give us a call today at 270-896-5044. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
And we are back at Tiger Stadium. We're at halftime. Caldwell County leads this one 26-20 over Larue County. At least 4 lead changes tonight in this ball game as Caldwell County jumped out front early. A couple of missed extra point attempts as the score kind of back and forth. We're down under 12 minutes to go before we kick off the second half. Bob's totaling those first half stats up. He'll have those for you in just a minute. I do want to mention as good as that pregame pizza was from our one of our great sponsors, Little Caesars in Princeton. We had some pregame pizza up here that tasted great. Another thing that's going to taste great, the community is invited to a delicious holiday meal at the Princeton Golf and Country Club this year. That's on Sunday, November 19th from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. This special holiday buffet will include turkey, ham, and baked fish, along with all of your favorite traditional side items. The cost for this meal is $16.95, and that's half price for those 10 and under. This price includes your drink, so come on out and enjoy some holiday cheer with friends and family. That's at the Princeton Golf and Country Club, Sunday, November 19th from 11 to 1:30 p.m. To make your reservation, you can call 270-963-0512 and ask for Marilyn. Sounds really good, Bob. Anytime you've got a turkey, baked ham, fish.
I wish you wouldn't do that while I'm trying to figure out stats here. It kind of gets my mind off what I'm trying to do.
I got to turn the
exactly.
I got to turn the ad upside down during the game, or I'll start thinking about that. But sounds good from the Princeton Golf and Country Club coming up on Sunday, November 19th, getting ready for the holiday season with the first big meal of the year. Halftime here, Caldwell County leads this one 26-20. Nice night for the Tigers. A little bit of everything tonight. You had a team coming in that's run for over 2,600 yards on the season, actually throw for 2 of the 3 scores. Then Caldwell County dips into the trick play bag a little bit. Parker to Newsome, one of the scores for Caldwell County tonight on a nice play by Newsome, who got interfered with on the play, able to keep his concentration, still come up with the pass. So Caldwell County using a little bit of everything tonight, big plays on a punt return. So Caldwell County leading this one 26-20. Last score we had from Elizabethtown had Elizabethtown leading Paducah Tillman 20-0. The winner of this game plays the winner of that game. Hopefully next week here at Tiger Stadium is where that one will be. I think the third quarter score had Christian County leading South Warren in a low-scoring affair 6-3. So playoff action in the second round all across the state tonight. Of course, if Caldwell County wins, they'll stay home and play again here next week before a trip to the state semifinals after that one. I think we had some stats earlier. Caldwell's made the regional final 5 years running. This would be the 6th, I'm pretty sure, is what that stat was. So every year we've done this, Bob, Caldwell County and Elizabethtown have met in the regional final. I think everyone remembers and would like to forget the game a couple of years ago in our first season with WPKY on the Hail Mary that sent the Tigers into defeat against Elizabethtown here. Then last year's fairly close game through most of it, but then Elizabethtown able to pull away in the second half. So third time maybe the charm for Caldwell County, but you can't look ahead of a tough Larue County team tonight who's brought a lot to the table here in this one, especially surprisingly through the air.
And you're right, Dennis, and we've got the stats here. Caldwell County leading here at halftime over the Larue County Hawks, 26-20. Caldwell County trailing after the first quarter 7-6, scoring 20 points in the second quarter to Larue County's 13 to take this 26-20 lead here at halftime. Scoring for the first half in the first quarter, Jameer Riley on a 35-yard run with 7 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. The PAT was no good by Boyce Nichols. Caldwell County leading at that time 7-0. Answering back quickly was Larue County. Shane King on a 60-yard pass from Dane Milby. The PAT was good. This was 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Larue County leading at that point 7-6. In the second quarter, Dane Milby on a 42-yard run. The PAT was good. Larue County, that coming at the 7-minute, 47-second mark. Larue County taking a 13-6 lead. On the ensuing kickoff, again in the second quarter, Trail Riley taking the kickoff back 75 yards, 7 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The PAT was no good, again by Boyce. Larue County leading 13-12. Caldwell County scores next in the second quarter on a Travis Newsome 23-yard pass from Oliver Parker. The PAT was good by Boyce Nichols. That coming at the 5-minute, 37-second mark of the second quarter. Caldwell County taking a 19-13 lead at that point. Also in the second quarter, Anthony Atkins on a 64-yard pass play from Dane Milby. The PAT was good with 4:48 left in the second quarter. Larue County edging back ahead over the Tigers 20-19. And late in the second quarter, after a blocked punt by the Tigers and after a penalty on Larue County for offsides, with 13 seconds left in the second quarter, Caldwell County scores on a 5-yard pass from Joby Jaggers to Trail Riley. The PAT was good by Boyce. Caldwell County then with the lead that we see here at halftime, 26-20. Larue County has dominated possession tonight against the Tigers. The Tigers in the rushing department, Jameer Riley, 9 carries, 72 yards. One of those carries resulting in a 35-yard touchdown run. Joby Jaggers, 2 carries for a -18. And Boyce Nichols, 1 carry at -13 yards on the mishandled snap from center on punt formation for the Tigers. So 12 rushes for the Tigers, a net of 41 yards. In the air, Joby Jaggers, 9 of 12 tonight in the first half for 46 yards. Oliver Parker, 1 out of 1 for 23 yards. Travis Newsome, 4 catches tonight, 42 yards total and 1 TD. Trail Riley, 3 catches tonight, 11 yards and 2 TDs. Jameer Riley, 3 catches for 16 yards. The Tigers with through the air of 69 yards totaled with their rushing attack. They have 110 yards of total offense here at halftime. For Larue County, in the first half, they have 25 rushes for a total of 113 yards. And through the air, they are 4 out of 7 with 1 interception for 148 yards. And all their passes have been, let's see, they've had 2 touchdown passes, one of 60 yards, one of 64 yards. So 124 of their 148 yards have come through the air on those 2 touchdowns. And in the rushing department, if you take away probably about 100 yards on about 6 carries, Larue County has been stuffed pretty well at the line of scrimmage and even suffered several losses tonight. They've rushed the ball, as I mentioned, 25 times for 113 yards, an average basically a little over 4 yards a carry. They have a 42-yard run for a touchdown by the quarterback. So you take out 3 or 4 big plays on the running game and a couple big plays on the passing game by Larue County, and they're practically no offense tonight. But here at halftime, they have 113 yards on the ground, 148 yards in the air, 261 yards total offense to just a little over 100 for the Tigers. And you'd think by having that kind of a stat difference, Dennis, they would be dominating the football game, but that's not the catch. We've just let too many 3 long plays, 2 pass plays, 1 run, get the 3 touchdowns on the board for Larue County. And other than that, we've pretty well have played a game that we wanted to play.
Well, Bob, you look at Larue County, you kind of expect them to break a run here and there because they run for so many yards, but you don't expect 2 pass plays of 60 yards plus to net touchdowns by a team that only throws the ball 6 or 7 times a ball game. If you bring everybody up like Caldwell County is going to do, those you leave back, if you leave East or if you leave Jameer, if you leave Trail, whoever it is, has to be on their man and cannot let that person behind them. If they do catch it, you've got to make the tackle. Caldwell County has misplayed that a couple of times tonight and actually kept Larue County in this one. Caldwell County's got a back running for looks like to go over 100 yards on the night. You've still got Joby throwing at a 75% clip, so not a bad night for Caldwell County. Just you got to tighten up that defense a little bit and not let the team burn you, catch you off guard with the long ball.
Well, that's certainly what we have to do, and it's good to get the ball here on offense and see what we can do. We're sure that Larue County's making some adjustments right now, but we've are collecting, and of course 2 of our touchdowns, one coming after a blocked punt, one on a kickoff return, and then the other one on a turnover again by Larue County down close, resulting in on the play from Oliver Parker to Travis Newsome. So been an entertaining football game, to say the least.
It has. We talked about before the game even began, I think the very first part of our pregame showed that this was one of the premier second-round games in the state tonight, certainly in the west end of the state. So not letting the fans down here, you're getting your $6 worth tonight as Caldwell County leads this one 26-24. Lead changes tonight. A couple of missed field goals really has that lead fluctuating by both squads. Caldwell County, had they made those extra point attempts, probably could have kept the lead a little bit more tonight, but they have it right now. We're under a minute to go before we kick this one off. I'll tell you what, let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back for the second half kickoff, so stay tuned. At halftime, Caldwell County leads 26-20. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Or credit card fraud, Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And we're back to Tiger Stadium. It's halftime. Caldwell County leads this one 26-20. About where the Lickenhouse ratings had these two teams, a 6-point spread, 5 or 6 point spread in the Lickenhouse, 6 points at halftime here for the Tigers. Bob, something we didn't get to talk about during our pregame, and I'll let you give a little bit of update after talking with Coach Barnes, the injury status on a couple of players, Dylan Cavanaugh and Russ Bashir in particular, and I'll let you tell the folks what Coach Barnes had to say this week on those 2 players.
In the coach's show yesterday or tonight that we ran, and Russ Bashir is out with a concussion that wasn't diagnosed until Monday or Tuesday of this week. And Seth Slayton, also out with a concussion, wasn't diagnosed until Monday or Tuesday of this week. So with those 2 players being in concussion protocol, it's automatically a week. So there's no, if they were cleared, they would not be able to play tonight. So we don't have the services of Russ Bashir or Seth Slayton for the game tonight. And Dylan Cavanaugh's surgery, I understand, went well. So he should be fully healed by this time next year and be able to come out and rejoin the team and for his senior season. Just looking, Dennis, here, as fast as this game's been played tonight, you don't get a chance to look at the crowd, but the Tigers have a pretty decent crowd here tonight, as cold as it is. And we remarked earlier, Larue County with a lot of people over in their stands across the field. So as we said earlier, it's been an entertaining football game, and and people have gotten their $6 worth already, and it's only one half old.
Oh, absolutely. This second half is going to be good. I do want to pass on to the fans a little bit of news about former Caldwell County players. Elijah Sindelar going to get the start for Purdue coming up on Saturday. So congratulations to Elijah. But on a less bright note by far, former Caldwell County star D. Kane suffers an injury at Vanderbilt and ends up having some surgery on his leg. So in his second start of the season is his last start of the season, as he'll miss the remainder of this season, and we hope that he gets well and comes back strong for Western Kentucky. But a couple of players on the field for major college teams, and we wish them well. Elijah in his next start, and D on his recovery from that leg injury suffered at Vanderbilt.
And another word on what I heard from D is his surgery went well. There was no damage to either the medial collateral ligament or the anterior cruciate ligament, and the bone that was broken did not have to. They did not have to put a plate in. They were able to do screws with the bone, and he should be up and at them and working out in 8 weeks. So good news on that front, no ligament damage.
Yeah, and they have so much technology now in these surgeries. The kids are going to be able to come back way quicker than they used to back in our day, where you're looking at a kid maybe out 9 months to a year with knee injuries, coming back in 6 months or less these days. So we wish D well and wish him a speedy recovery, and we wish the best for Elijah as he takes the field tomorrow for the Purdue Boilermakers. Clock's down to reset to the 12-minute mark. We're set to start this second half. Caldwell leads this one 26-20.
And we've got our guys up on the 20-yard line, so we know that Skicker does not have a strong leg. It only takes about a 3-yard run, and so they...
Pooch kick recovered by either Tate Van Hooser or Mac Englebright right there at the 42-yard line. Mac covers that one up, and Caldwell County will take over with very good field position as they won the coin toss tonight, deferred to the second half. That's why they got the kick to start this second half. Oliver Parker and Ben Holt will go to the far sideline. Travis Newsome on the near sideline.
Only a 3-man defensive front for Larue County.
Handoff is to Trell Riley. He tries to string this one out to the far side, goes out of bounds. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Yard gain at best. Not much there for Caldwell County on their first play here in the second half. I meant to check the game temperature during halftime, Bob, and forgot all about it, so we'll try to pull that up real quick. Started out tonight at 38 degrees to start this game. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Snap is back to Jaggers. He thought about taking it back up the middle. Now he's got a man open. Jameer Riley at the 33. He's up across the 40. He gets a block from Newsome up to the 43-yard line of Larue County. Good safety outlet for Jaggers. Jameer waving his hands. It's a Little Caesars first down by Caldwell County on a nice run. And Travis Newsome, Bob, throwing a great block here on the sideline, freed Riley up for an extra 6 or 7 yards at the end of that play. Jaggers quickly back to Newsome, in and out of his hands, and incomplete at the 38-yard line. Travis may have looked up for the run before he had that one tucked away. Or it may have been that bullet that Joby threw on a 36-degree night.
That one looked even fast from up here, Dennis.
We checked the weather, 36 degrees here at Tiger Stadium, so I'm sure that one felt really good. Handoff is to Jameer Riley. Stays on his feet up to about the 37-yard line. Caldwell quickly back to the line of scrimmage. They're not going to give Larue County time to substitute any defensively.
3rd and 5 for the Tigers.
East and Newsome on the near sideline. Holt Parker to the far sideline. Jagger sets up the screen. It's complete to East at the 40. He's got some room across the 20. He's down to the 10. Tries to fight off a tackler thrown out of bounds at the 5-yard line. I think they're even going to mark him down to the 4-yard line. Good job by the Tigers to set up that screen to East, and it's a Little Caesars first down. It's first and goal from the 4 for Caldwell County after Jaggers to East. Heavyweight backfield in. Cole Baker in that backfield for Caldwell County. Handoff. And nothing doing for Caldwell County.
Do you get to the 2-yard line, you think, Dennis?
Let's see if let's spot him at the 3, Bob. I don't think he's quite to the 2. Second and goal for the Tigers. Snap is back. Handoff is to Riley. Riley hit, trying to push it to the goal line. He gets to the 1, maybe inside of that. Going to send Parker all the way to the far sideline. A lot of room for Oliver as the ball bunched on the near hash mark. Baker and Van Hooser in the backfield along with Riley at tailback. Handoff is to Jameer, and he gets in. Touchdown, Caldwell County. Right behind number 72, Cole Baker. So Caldwell County's biggest lead of the night now at 32-20 as they try to tack on the extra point. That one at 9:47 left in the third quarter. Good drive by the Tigers. And Nichols will set the tee up at the 10 to try to tack on the extra point. We usually expect these to be automatic. Not the case tonight as the first two not able to go through. Snap is down on this one. Kick is up, and this one is good. So with 9:47 left in the third quarter, Caldwell County enjoys its biggest lead of the night. It's the Tigers 33, the Hawks 20. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKYOnline.com.
Hello, this is Keisha Fulcher, CEO for Community Medical Clinic, located at 310 Hawthorne Street in Princeton. Community Medical Clinic's goal is to provide access to excellent health care services that are both convenient and affordable. Community Medical Clinic is taking new patients every day, and walk-ins are welcome. The clinic is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. to serve you and your family members of all ages. Patients are welcome with all insurances or with no insurance. Not able to come into the Princeton location? Then we have 2 other clinics. Our new downtown location in Hopkinsville at 1102 South Virginia Street and Fort Campbell Boulevard in Oak Grove. Community Medical Clinic, providing health care services at your convenience at no extra cost.
We are back at Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County kicks it off after the touchdown run by Jameer Riley. Nice kick by Nichols. Drives them all the way back to the 3-yard line. Brings it up across the 15. Gets hit on a nice hit from the side. I think that was Van Hooser in on the tackle for Caldwell County. And Larue will start inside their own 20. And let's see, they'll mark it right. They mark it right at the 20. I guess they did get inside or get back to the 20. So first and 10 for the Hawks on a nice start to the second half by Caldwell County. A little over 50-yard drive. And the final from Elizabethtown in a cakewalk apparently over Paducah Tillman. It's Elizabethtown advancing to next week's region final with a 41-0 win over Paducah Tillman. We expected Elizabethtown to win, but we expected a lot closer score than that one. As Larue County's first play of the second half is a run, and it'll be a run of a little over 10 yards up to about the 31-yard line. First down on the run by Larue County. So Caldwell County's got to get the defense back warmed up, setting on a 33-20 lead. Dane Milby having a good night tonight, a couple of long touchdown passes. Now Larue County goes out of the wishbone, which is what we expected more from them. Handoff is to the second back. Caldwell County snuffs this one out. It'll be thrown for a loss. I don't even think he got back to the 30, or maybe they're going to mark him at the 30, but a nice job by the Tigers to close that run off early.
We're going to give him a 1 yard loss on that one.
2nd down and 11 now for Larue County. We saw Larue County a lot of spread formation that we really didn't expect in the first half. Now they're coming out in the second half, more the traditional shotgun, or more the original wishbone that they normally set up in. Milby, though, drops back out of it, throws out of the wishbone. He had a man open, overthrows him, and in and out of the hands of Trell Riley back at the Caldwell County 35-yard line.
It was one of those plays where you have your heart in your mouth and you know it's going to be overthrown because the Larue County was wide open receiver, but we were having a man circle over because the ball was overthrown and we just didn't pull it in. We had a shot at it.
That's a couple of times tonight. We've been very close to interceptions, not able to pull them in. But 3rd down and 11, these are the downs that's really given Caldwell County trouble tonight. Coach Barnes made it an issue early in the week at practice to stop them on 3rd down, get off the field. And they have converted a few times tonight, so let's see if Caldwell County can hold here. Spread offense for Larue County. They get some pressure on Milby. He dodges a tackle, breaks it. Now he's going to heave the ball down the field. This one's going to be complete at the 40, actually down to the 29-yard line, excuse me. Good coverage by Caldwell County. Just Caldwell County gives up the 3rd and 11, 1st down for Larue County down to the Tiger 29-yard line. Almost had Milby thrown for a loss in the backfield. He escapes it, rolls to his left, heaves it down the field. Bob, I really looked for that one to be intercepted as long as it was in the air. But
I thought we had picked it off, but obviously we didn't wrestle away from the receiver.
Out of the shotgun, handoff is to Cobb. He's up across the 25 and down close to the 20-yard line. Hunter Van Hooser on the tackle for the Tigers. But a big 1st down run by Larue County puts them up to the Tiger 20-yard line with 7:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Larue County breaks the huddle. They'll come up with Milby under center this time. Wishbone backfield. He keeps it himself, and it's going to be thrown for a loss. Milby will go down back across the 25-yard line to about the 26. Let's see who was in for the Tigers. It was number 35, Will Bashir for Caldwell County. Ball back to the 26-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and about 6 for Larue County. See if that Tiger defense stands up right here. Got to break this 3rd down voodoo spell on the Tigers. Milby under center. He's going to roll to his right. Good pressure by Cole Baker. He looks down the field. Baker goes for the hit. Ball thrown up. And it's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Jameer Riley with the pick. Great coverage by that secondary for Caldwell County that time. Milby could not find anybody to throw to. And let's make sure there's no flags on the field before we give this one to Caldwell County.
Well, I don't see any, but yeah, it's
Caldwell County ball. And that's not making light of the situation. We did see the officials on the sideline looking at Milby, who took a good hit from Cole Baker as he released the ball. Milby unable to find anybody open, just heaved it towards the end zone and hoping something good would happen. It did for Caldwell County as Jameer Riley makes the interception in the end zone. The Tigers bring it out to their own 20-yard line on the turnover. With 6:37 left in the 3rd, Caldwell County leads this one 33-20 and the ball at their own 20. Jagger gets the high snap. He drops back. It's complete, far side at the 25. Oliver Parker on the reception gets it up across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. 7-yard pickup on first down from Jaggers to Parker. Tigers quickly back to the line of scrimmage. This time handoff to Riley. Tries to get it to the outside. If he can turn that corner, stiff arm at the 29. He takes it up to almost the 30. They'll see if they'll spot him at the 30. Jameer kind of exposed that stiff arm a couple of times tonight, Bob. Ball spotted at the 29. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers. Another score would be big in trying to make Larue County play from behind with that run offense. 3 receivers set, bunched up to the near side. You've got Parker far sideline. Handoff is to Riley. It's going to be a Little Caesars first down up to the 35-yard line. Riley probably hit the hole quicker on that play than he has all night, Bob. Nice run by Jameer.
A nice-looking play. You're right. He was through that hole in a split second.
East, Holt, and Parker to the far sideline. Newsome to the left. Jameer Riley in the backfield with Jaggers. Jaggers looks this side. Incomplete. A little bit of a push on Newsome as he caught the ball. So the incompletion will bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Clock stops with 5:18 left in the 3rd. We'll have our post-game show with all the game stats coming your way after this one's over, so stay tuned. We'll try to get a few scores in from around the area also. Handoff goes to Riley as he bobbled it up to the line. Still picks up almost 5 yards on the play. That was a handoff that went in and out of his hands a couple of times before he made contact, able to reel it back in and actually pick up 5 yards on the play out to the Caldwell County 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. 3 receivers to the far side. Jaggers has some pressure in the backfield. This one's going to be low, and I don't know if they're going to call it complete or I think they're going to give him the catch, but it's going to be a loss back to the 38-yard line. Got that one right off the ground. Was that East?
Gabies.
East on the reception. But the completion is a 2-yard loss. It'll bring up 4th down for Caldwell County, and Nichols will come in to kick it away to Larue County. We'll have about 5 line. That one about 6 feet from being a grounder, but it works out for Caldwell County.
43-yard punt that time. That's an outstanding field position swap here for the Tigers.
Although Nichols did get a little pressure on that one again. Larue County very quick off the ball, especially on the punts and extra point attempts, it seems like tonight. But Milby will come back out and bring the Larue County offense out with 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. 4:03 left in the 3rd quarter, and Caldwell leading this one 33-20. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff goes to the left back. Tackle by Caldwell County at the 23-yard line. Cobb with the carry on the play. Dylan Gray on the tackle for the Tigers. Gray having a good game tonight with that hand still heavily taped. Maybe not as much as last week, but a good night by Gray tonight.
Tigers defense played well except for those 3 long touchdowns that we've given up.
Yeah, 2 of those surprisingly through the air. So what did you say at halftime? 60 and 64 yards on those. So you take those out of play for Larue County, defend those a little bit better, which Caldwell has since that point. And it's going to be a timeout for Larue County. So with 3:18 left in the 3rd quarter, Larue County takes a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank. member FDIC.
Back to Tiger Stadium, 3:18 left in the third quarter. Larue County called the timeout. Tigers lead this one 33-20, looking to advance to a showdown again with Elizabethtown next week. Elizabethtown an easy winner tonight over Paducah Tillman, 41-0. In a much lower scoring game, we had a score earlier of Christian County leading South Warren 6-3. That one in the second half. Larue County comes back to the line. 2nd and 7 for the Hawks. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Milby drops back, looks down the field. Now he's got some pressure from Gray and from Bashir, it looked like. He goes down for the sack. And that is Bashir with the sack back to the, looks like about the 13-yard line, Bob. Nice pressure by the Tigers.
And it's 3rd and 16, and this is where we've got to get them off the field.
Yeah, we have had a lot, especially it seems like the longer the third down yardage, the better luck that Larue County has had tonight.
Looks like our defensive line is playing stronger. Larue County's offensive line having trouble keeping their quarterback protected, and he's under pressure right now.
Milby's got some chase coming on from Gray. He throws the ball up. This one out of bounds, incomplete. Much better coverage by the defensive backfield on that play. Plus, you're getting some pressure now from Gray and from Bashir. So it is 4th down and 16 for Larue County. And this is exactly where we said in the pregame show we'd like to see Caldwell get ahead and make Larue have to come back, make them come completely out of that run game.
Exactly.
Caldwell County should have great field position. They'll drop Trail Riley back to the 40-yard line.
We blocked the last one. Let's see what we got going this time.
Caldwell brings everybody on this one. He gets it away. Nice kick. Comes out and bounces near the 30-yard line. So Caldwell County is going to have great field position to start this drive with 2:21 left in the quarter. And it'll be 1st and 10, Caldwell County from the Larue County 29-yard line. A score here at the end of the third quarter would be huge for Caldwell County. Bob, what were we behind, 20 to what when it looked like that defense just...
We trailed tonight 7-6, 13-6, 13-12, 20-19, so...
Handoff goes to Jameer Riley, far sideline. At 2019, it seemed like the defense just decided that's it.
Yes.
And basically they have, as Larue County has not scored from that point, but you guys almost saw a switch go on in that defense at that point. And they've really stifled that Larue County offense since then. Now Caldwell County leads this one 33-20. Pick up a 2 on the play by Jameer Riley. 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. They put Holt in motion. Flag on the play. You can't hardly go in motion with this crew because you are going to get whistled for something. And it is against Caldwell County. That'll back them up 5 yards.
Well, we hadn't had a penalty in about 10 minutes, Dennis. So.
Well, we also had halftime, though. No, I'm kidding.
But
I should not say that. We got to give the guys a little bit of credit in the stripes. We joke about them a lot.
2nd and 12 for the Tigers.
Holt goes back in motion. Flag again. And motion against Caldwell County again. I suspect we're going to quit sending anybody in motion at this point. Or either that or let the referees know that is a legal part of the play to send somebody in motion. I'm not sure what's happening on these plays, Bob, but it's almost like every time we send anybody in motion, I know Trail and Jameer were whistled earlier in the contest. We're going to try Jameer this time. Little shovel pass to him. Goes up to the 35. Tries to get up to the 30. Still on his feet, driving the pile. Good effort by Jameer Riley. You'd like to see that in a black. He kept those legs churning.
That wasn't a pass. That was a handoff, Dennis.
Little pitch to him. It did go forward, so
it's a pass.
I'm going to assume a pass in the records. 3rd down and 11 for the Tigers. Ball spotted on the Larue County 30-yard line. Caleb Burton into the offensive scheme for the Tigers first time tonight. Gives the play to Jaggers. Joby has 3 receivers to the far side. Travis Newsome to his left. Caldwell going towards the Marion Road end here at Tiger Stadium. Larue County brings the blitz, picked up by Caldwell County. Now Jaggers roams around a little bit, looks over the field, throws it down the field. It's complete and then out of the hands on a big hit at the 25-yard line. I think that was Newsome. And I think Newsome's still down on the field. May have gotten the wind knocked out of him at best. Took a big hit from the back, knocked the ball loose. Coaches are arguing that it was helmet to helmet from the back. And with all the flags we've seen, nothing on that play. You do see some movement out of Newsome. You see his legs kicking, so not an injury that's got him down and not moving that we can tell. Right on the sideline of Caldwell County. That came with 21 seconds left in the third quarter. It was a completion nowhere near enough for a first down, but the big hit knocked the ball loose. So Caldwell County facing 4th and 11 after they tend to Travis Newsome. Bob, can you tell? I think he's setting up right now.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time.
He's right between the two coaches, Coach Barnes. Newsome being helped to his feet. He's up. And he's going to be helped to the sideline. So hopefully just the wind knocked out of him and get him back in the ball game, because that would be a tough loss for Caldwell County. And took a big hit, kind of wobbly as he comes to the bench. He's going to sit down and try to shake the cobwebs out. Caldwell County is going to keep the offense on the field with 4th and 11. They've got 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Jaggers. Jaggers drops back, looks over the field. He's going to throw long over the middle. This one is touchdown, Caldwell County. East with the reception and a bunch of people. Jaggers threw it into the crowd. East leaped up, out jumped everybody, came down with it in the end zone. Touchdown, Caldwell County.
What a gutsy call, and what an outstanding catch by Gabe East at the end zone. But certainly 2 Larue Countyans all over him. We had another receiver in the area, but Gabe held on to it.
So Jaggers to East puts Caldwell County up 39-20. Caldwell County will try to double the lead right here on the leg of Nichols. Kick is up. And it is good. Little skirmish going on at the line of scrimmage. Referees will break that one up. Kick is good, though, with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Caldwell County leads this one 40-20. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKY. And we are back at Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County has gone on a 21-point run after trailing 20-19. Now lead this one 40-20 over Larue County. Wow, great play by the Tigers, but you still look down, see number 8 on the sideline being tended to by the trainers. Took a big hit. You wonder if that may be a concussion situation.
And that's what comes to your mind right away.
Kick is up by Nichols, going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. Larue County up to the 20, 25, and down near the 30-yard line. Hopefully the Tiger defense can hold this 20-point lead, but you would hate to see Newsome not be able to play again next week should the Tigers advance, so we hope that he's okay, but right now still actually sitting on the bench on the Caldwell sideline. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. This should be the last play of the third quarter. Larue County in the Wishbone. Milby under center. Milby keeps it himself, pushes it back. It's on the ground, and it's going to be covered and out of bounds. But the loss is going to be 9 as they go back to the 21-yard line. And the whistle blows to end the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, Caldwell County leads this one 40-20. We'll be back in 1 minute for the final quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Fredonia Valley Bank is offering 2 new interest-bearing checking accounts, the Valley Advantage Checking and the
It's that time of year when you'd like to have a little more light around your business, so you can do more things outside. And light for security. That's it from Heavy Light Electric. Make those lights LEDs. LED bulbs last much longer, cost much less to operate. Heavy Light Electric members can enjoy the safety, convenience, and peace of mind with security lights wherever you need them. For more information, call your friends at Heavy Light Electric. Heavy Light Electric, you're a touchstone, uninterrupted.
Back to Tiger Stadium as we start the fourth quarter. Caldwell County leads this one 40-20. Larue County has the ball at their own 21-yard line, 2nd down and 19. Milby keeps it, looks the field over. Now he's going to keep it himself. Nice shoestring tackle in the backfield. I think that's Bashir.
And
on the tackle.
Tripped up at the 20, a negative 1 yard run.
He does hit at the 20, so you're right, Bob. 1 yard loss on the play brings up 3rd down and 20. Caldwell County's defense a little shaky starting out this one. Gave up a couple of long pass plays to Larue County, but since then have really shut the door down 40-20. The Hawks come to the line, 1 receiver to the right and 3 to the left. Milby looks to the left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, gets hit, throws the ball up. Incomplete. Nice pressure in the backfield by Bashir and by Englebright. So 4th and 20 for Larue County. Incompletion stops the clock with 11:09 left in the fourth quarter. And 20 just too long, even though you're down 20 yards too long for Larue County to take the chance. They'll send the punt unit on.
They can't risk a turnover or on downs down at this close. They have a chance, but their chances are slipping. I'm sure we'll start running the play clock down too, Dennis.
Kick is up. Not blocked, but a lot of pressure. It's going to be fielded at the Caldwell County 48 by Trell Riley. He gets to the outside. He's across the 45, leaps one at the 40, and hit down at the 37-yard line. So Caldwell County is going to have great field position. And the ball will be spotted at the Larue County 37-yard line. Bob will still peek over and see Newsome still sitting on the bench, helmet on, but still being attended to by the training staff here at Caldwell County. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. You have number 80, Cameron Traylor, in the ball game. He's a wide out on the far side. Handoff is to Jameer Riley. He's across the 35. Ball on the ground. Let's see if he was down first, and they are going to whistle him down at the 33-yard line.
Whiteout ruled him down, so.
Yeah, he pointed him down at the 33. He came in on the play. Traylor, Holt, and East to the far side. Parker to the near side. Handoff goes to Riley up the middle. He's across the 30, the 25, still on his feet down to about the 24-yard line. As long as we keep this lead, look for a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of Jameer Riley with a 20-point lead. Cameron Traylor into the ball game, taking the place of Newsome. It's Traylor and East to the far sideline. Holt and Parker to the near side. Jaggers drops back, looks over the middle. He's got a man open in Parker. Intercepted though by Larue at the 5. They got it back out to the 10. He's to the 15, over across the 20, and finally pulled down near the 22-yard line. And a little bit surprising maybe to you, Bob. I thought we would see a lot of ground game from Jameer Riley with that lead.
Well, I would have thought, and if we pass the ball, I would have thought we'd be doing a screen, not going for the throat. That's what we were doing on that one, I'm sure.
Ball spotted on the interception return at the 22-yard line, so Larue County comes out with 9:54 left in the ball game, down 20, but a little bit of new life after the interception. Milby in the backfield. Hands off is to Cobb. Cobb goes across the left side, pulled down at the 28-yard line by Van Hooser.
Pulled down at the 28.
Yes, sir. 28-yard line will be the mark, and the clock running with 9:37. Caldwell County looking for a big rematch with Elizabethtown. Elizabethtown easy winners tonight over the Paducah-Tillman Blue Tornado, 41-0. Hand off again to Cobb. He's got some pressure in the backfield. Dylan Gray brings him down. That should be a loss on play. Maybe spot him back at the line of scrimmage, but a nice play by Dylan Gray from behind. Pulls Cobb down back at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Hawks, and the clock continues to run with 9:05. Nope. Penalty.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, a little frustration leaking out on Larue County.
Yeah, let's see if the officials get this right. If it's a 10-yard penalty, we're fine. If it's half a distance, it's to the 13. So we'll see if it's at the 17 or 13.
And they're going to mark it back
to the 9 or to the 14.
To the 14-yard line. None of the
well,
above.
I'd give them the third. I round 13 and a half up to.
So they've got a 1-yard margin of error before we really can get on them.
It's third and 18.
3rd and 18 at the 14 for Larue County. Tiger defense doing much better as this game has gone along. Milby in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself up across the 15 and down to about the 18-yard line.
He's taking a lot of punishment tonight, Dennis, the quarterback Milby has for Larue County. He'll be sore in the morning.
And it goes to the 17-yard line, excuse me on that. Still 4th down and very long. 8.5 minutes left in the ball game. Caldwell County has fought their way out to a 40-20 lead tonight after a back-and-forth contest in the first half.
And hopefully atone for that just last pass interception we threw.
Snap is back for the punt. Kick is up. End over end. It's going to take a bounce right to Trail Riley at his own 45. He brings it up across the 50 near side to the 45 of Larue County and dances out of bounds. And it'll be Caldwell County ball 1st and 10 from the Larue 45-yard line. And Bob, I can say with certainty we won't see any more of Travis Newsome in this ball game tonight, especially with this lead like this, but still on the Caldwell bench being attended to on a big hit earlier in this quarter by Larue County from the back as Travis made a nice catch on the sideline, hit hard from the back, popped it loose. So you've got Traylor in the ball game for Newsome. 3 receivers to the right of Jaggers. Handoff is going to go to Riley. Riley dances his way across the 40, then puts on the effort down to the 37-yard line. Good run by Riley on first down, picks up about 6. Caldwell County with the fresh play clock now just ticking at 22 seconds. Half price coffee and hot chocolate sounds good here. That might be worth the drive out to Caldwell County Tiger Stadium on a cold night like this one. Swing pass over to Parker. It's complete at the 35. He's across the 30 down to the 27-yard line. That'll be enough for a Little Caesars first down. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line of Larue County. Jameer Riley in the backfield with Jaggers. You've got East, Holt, and Parker to the near side. Trailer all alone to the left. Jaggers lets the play clock go down to 3. Handoff is to Riley. Finds a hole across the left side, across the 25, and he'll be down to about the 23-yard line. It's just a matter of which side Jameer Riley's going to run to on most of these right now, as we get to about 6.5 left in the ball game, and Caldwell setting it on top of this one, 40-20. They're going to let the clock run down. Jaggers comes in with the play. Same 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff to Jaggers to the left. Now he's going to bring it back up the middle. He's across the 15, still on his feet as he gets close to the 10. They'll pull him down at the 12-yard line. That should be enough for another Little Caesars first down, and it is at the 12-yard line of Larue County. Jameer Riley adding to those totals should be well over 100 yards.
He had 95 yards about 5 minutes ago. So
another big night for Jameer Riley. Tigers get the play from the sideline. Play clock down to about 17. Caldwell looking to play Elizabethtown next week here at Tiger Stadium in round 3. And Caldwell County does not get this one away. Play clock expires. It'll be a delay of game against Caldwell County. So it'll be first down and 15 now from the 17-yard line. There's a difference in milking the clock and letting it get away from you, and we just let it get away from us on that one.
that was the extreme case of milking the clock, Dennis.
Yeah, that last drop was out of that one. So Jaggers comes to the line now. 3 receivers to his left. Parker alone to the right. Handoff is to Riley. Riley hops his way across the 15 down. They're going to mark him at the 15. Said his knee went down at the 15. I thought they may give him another one down to the 14. Clock running again with 5:25 left in the ball game. And you like our chances right now, but another score pretty much turns out the lights because the party's over for Larue County after a good 10-1 season.
You know, we turn this thing into a running clock here if we score this and score on the next play, but we got to get some 2-point conversions in there.
Snap is back to Riley. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and thrown for a loss. Ball comes out, but covered up by Jaggers. And then Jaggers gets planted by number 52. Really surprised no flag on that one. Jaggers recovered it, stood up, got pushed back down. Riley gets up slow. He's going to come to the sideline, and Caleb Burden will give him a little bit of a break. Third down and long for Caldwell County. We've got to get all the way down to, what, the 3-yard line for a first down. Ball spotted.
Third and 16 for the Tigers.
All right, ball spotted at the 19 right
Pretty
now.
good warm-up for Boys Nichols, too, Dennis. Get a little work in for him if we don't score here.
They send East in motion, and you could count on it. Flag on the play. There is something going on. Anytime we put a player in motion, it's a procedure call against the Tigers. I'm sure that'll be a question for the Saturday morning quarterback coming up tomorrow, Bob.
That might be the whole crux of the conversation in the morning. What about these officials, Coach Barnes?
Yeah, just maybe they don't remember when they put the rule in that you could put somebody in motion, because it has been called every time tonight. Burton still in the backfield with Jaggers. 2 receivers each way for Joby. He's got some pressure in the backfield, goes to the corner looking for Holt. Holt thrown down. Obvious pass interference.
Now, if that had been North Hardin last year, Dennis, that would not have been pass interference.
No, that would have been good coverage at North Hardin. I hate to even think about that game anymore. Flags come in from everywhere on that one. Obvious throwdown of Ben Holt at the 3-yard line. I think that was just a case of the defensive back knew he was beat on the play. And personal foul. They're going to wave off the pass interference. They're going to take the personal foul as Holt was thrown to the ground. I guess you could call that a horse collar technically, even though it was not in the play.
We've got it marked at the 12. Yes.
Ball spotted at the 12-yard line.
And automatic first down.
So 1st and 10 from the 12 for Caldwell County. 2 receivers each way with 3:40 left in the ball game. Caldwell County leading this one 40-20.
Whoa.
And ball gets by Jaggers. He's going to have to fall on it back at the 26-yard line, maybe 27-yard line. So Caldwell County is going to have 2nd down and long. I didn't really see if the snap didn't look that high, but I was watching Caldwell County put a player in motion and just watching for the flag to come out.
I've been watching John Kelly Hughes walk up and down the sideline. He may not be in there at center right now. We might have a new center in there snapping the ball.
So Caldwell County sends Traylor and Holt to the far sideline. Parker near side. You've got Trail Riley and Burden. Handoff goes to Trail Riley. He goes left, tries to turn it back upfield, and he's going to be thrown down near the 30-yard line. And another skirmish breaks out back amongst the linemen.
They have it marked, Dennis, at the...
Ball spotted at the 29-yard line. 3rd down and long for Caldwell County as they milk the clock away on a 2nd-round win over Larue County in a game that looked early in the ball game like it was going to come down to who had the ball last. 4 lead changes in that first half. Now a flag on the sideline. Side judge threw the flag up. He'll go over to the official.
Is that the sideline warning? So.
And it is another warning, and that's a penalty after
that penalty
2, right?
does get enforced.
2nd sideline warning of the night for Caldwell County. This one results in the penalty.
So mark back to the 34.
34-yard line. We've got to go to the 3 for a first down. So
it's now 3rd and 32,
31.
or 31, 32.
3rd and country mile, whatever you want to call it from here. Jaggers in the backfield with Burden. 2 receivers each way. He hands off to Caleb Burden. Caleb's going to be thrown for another loss at about the 36-yard line. So not only is Caldwell County backed up on this drive, but taking Boyce Nichols out of probable field goal range, especially against the wind, light wind here at Caldwell County, but still against Boyce. So they'll bring, I'm assuming, the punt unit out.
least the clock continues to run, Dennis, so we're almost...
This one's salted away for Caldwell County. It's Caldwell County, Elizabethtown next Friday night here at Tiger Stadium. Nichols drops back to punt. This one's blocked by Larue County. The Hawks pick it up at their own 40. Nichols gives chase and makes a diving tackle. Great tackle by Nichols, who hustled his way on the play back down the field. Trips up the Larue County player at the 16-yard line. Although this one's in the bag for Caldwell County. Great hustle by Boyce Nichols, had the punt blocked. But he did not give up on the play. Great diving tackle at the 16-yard line. They blocked an extra point attempt. They blocked a punt. So great play. And we knew they came off the ball quickly. They've really shown that tonight.
Only one guy got through the line then, so.
So Milby in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself, go up the middle. He'll be stopped at the 10-yard line. And some more pushing and shoving going on by these players. Helmet on the ground from Bashir. And the coach is really getting frustrated with the officiating right here also. Flags are down on the field at the 15-yard line.
I think that's against Larue County, Dennis. I think they're beginning to
they've
show
shown
some frustration.
Just about this entire quarter. They've had some personal foul calls.
Here's where they get off the hook.
Face mask against Larue County.
Yeah. So we're going to be marked back to the...
That'll be a personal foul. Grab the face mask, even though Larue's on offense. Grab the face mask in a skirmish. Personal foul marks them back to the 26-yard line. And the clock will fire back up. 45 seconds left in this one. Caldwell County has the win. It's just a matter of what the final score is. Official stops the play. It'll be timeout Caldwell County. I'm sure this is just pretty much the coach telling the players, don't get ejected, don't get anything happen. You got a big game next week against Elizabethtown. Let's play it smart. A score here is not going to hurt you. You just got to calm the tempers down a little bit if you're Coach Barnes, and that's exactly what he's doing. Bob, I want to remind everybody about a big dinner coming up at the Princeton Golf and Country Club. The community is invited to a holiday meal on Sunday the 19th from 11 to 1:30 p.m. This special holiday buffet has turkey, ham, baked fish, and all the traditional side items. The cost is $16.95, half price for those 10 and under, and that includes your drink. So come on out to enjoy some holiday cheer with all your friends and family at the Princeton Golf and Country Club Sunday, November 19th from 11 to 1:30. Call Marilyn at 270-963-0512 to make your reservation. Sounds like a great meal, Bob, and we can call and see if they have a table set up for WPKY on that one, because that sounds like something that we want to be a part of right there.
I know I'm going to be there.
Whistle brings the players back out to the field. Second down for Larue County. Milby drops back, goes on a corner route, overthrown, and a flag in the back of the end zone. And surely that's not going to be a pass interference, because that ball was across the pylon. Nobody could have caught that one. That's just a call there you got to question. Nobody could make that catch. A 40-20 game and teams fighting as it is. And it's going to be a pass interference call in the end zone.
But still, I think that's only a 10-yard mark off.
Caleb Burton really questioning the call out there for the Tigers. Say, look, I was at the pylon and that was past us. In fact, you can still see the ball, it looks like, laying out near the track. Nonetheless, 32 seconds in the ball game. Caldwell leads this one 40-20. Ball spotted at the Caldwell County 13-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7, I think.
Snap is back to Milby. Looks over the end zone. A bullet goes off the hands of his intended receiver and incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trail Riley. The incompletion stops the clock with 27 seconds left to go. Bob, this is our third season doing this. We've enjoyed every minute of it, but it's another matchup with Elizabethtown on the horizon next week back here at Tiger Stadium. And we hope to get over that hump.
We know we're going to be here, Dennis.
I hope we get over that hump next week.
Yes.
That's where our season has ended the last 2 years with the same Elizabethtown crew. So maybe third time's a charm for us next Friday night after we get the final 30 seconds of this one in. Milby throws this one falling down. It is complete and a touchdown for Larue County with 20 seconds left. Number 25 was the recipient on that one. That is Brandon Cecil, a senior wideout for Larue County. 40-26 with 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. Larue County is going to go for the extra point. They're bringing in a lot of line for this. 40-26 wind at the back of Larue County. This one's up. And it is good. So with 20 seconds left, Caldwell County now leads this one 40-27. We'll keep it right here for this one. Stay tuned after the ball game. Bob Hayes will have all of the stats for this ball game. We'll take a look ahead to next week as the opponent looks to be Elizabethtown. It's not over completely. It's still 20 seconds to go, but I like where we sit. Tried to look down on the bench. I see that Travis Newsome is not on the bench right now. They walked him out? Okay, so they'll take a look at him. Hopefully he's okay and we'll be able to suit up next Friday night, but I'm sure Coach Barnes will have some information maybe in the morning. When you talk to him Saturday morning, quarterback comes along with Bob Hayes and Coach Barnes tomorrow morning. And I think it's the new Saturday Tiger Trade, I think it's called. We'll get
Tiger Trade.
Tiger Trade tomorrow. Makes its debut tomorrow on WPKY at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Right after that, it's the Saturday morning quarterback. So a couple of good hours of entertainment there coming your way starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, 103.3. So tune in for that. Kind of a new, updated, better version of the Saturday Swapper coming your way tomorrow morning with Ty Ingerbright. Onside kick. And it's picked it up by Larue County. Still on his feet at the 20. The 10, still on his feet running. And it is touchdown Larue County.
It did not go 10 yards.
I didn't think it went 10 yards either. And let's see, there's a lot of things going on. You had an official breaking up a little something back in the end zone. You had the official about a foot away from the 50 where the ball had to cross to be legal. Referee has his marker down at the in between the 49 and the 50, so he's signaling the ball did not go 10 yards, so the play is going to be nullified. And it's Caldwell County first down from the, we'll call it the Larue County 49-yard line. Almost a disastrous play for the Tigers, saved by about a half a yard.
Well, I think we let up because, yeah.
So Caldwell County just goes into victory formation on this one, I'm sure. And they'll go to the house, a 40-27 winner over Larue County. Larue County had a fine season this year, 10-1 coming in. They'll finish at 10-2 on the year. Caldwell County will move to 10-2. Jaggers in victory formation. Snap is back. It's down. And that will do it here from Tiger Stadium as Caldwell County will watch the final seconds tick off the clock. They advance to round 3. It's Caldwell County Elizabethtown next Friday night here at Tiger Stadium. We'll have all of the post-game stats coming your way with Bob Hayes, so stay tuned for that. Then we'll look ahead to next week's game and what to expect maybe in that game. A look ahead at the broadcast schedule this coming week. So stay tuned for all that coming your way in 4 minutes. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY. Back and forward, Darren.
From KFC here with some real news. My delicious, world-famous original recipe fried chicken is available at a KFC near you. It has been and will be until the end of time. No matter what's happening in the world, you can trust that my original recipe chicken is always made with the limited herbs and spices. Many unnamed sources agree. It's delicious. Get it at a KFC $10 chicken share and enjoy it with a friend. KFC, it's still finger-licking good. Limited time offer. Participating KFCs, prices may vary. Tax and substitution.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the law office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement. In memory of the special lives lost this year and in years past, Morgan's Funeral Home and Lakeland Funeral Homes will host the 2017 Community Holiday Service of Remembrance. This year, nationally known artist Sarah Shiver will share her story of loss and hope through message and song featuring Christmas in Heaven. This beautiful candlelight service will feature a photo presentation of loved ones and a commemorative gift for all. Join us on Friday, November 17th at 6 p.m. at the Ogden United Memorial Methodist Church, 305 West Main Street in Princeton.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
Hey, this is Pam at Cozy Living Interiors of Boutique. This is an exciting week for us. We're having 2 giveaways. One is a recliner to a veteran. We love our veterans, and this is one way we can say thank you for your service. We also give all year a 10% discount to veterans. Our second giveaway is a $100 UK basket. All you have to do is come to Cozy Living Interiors, located at 235 Northfield Drive, right next to the bowling alley. The drawing will be at 3 p.m. this Saturday, November 11th. Cozy Living Interiors is just like a home should be.
New car buyers, listen up. We need to move our new car and truck inventory fast, and we need your trade. At Price's Incorporated, we know the dollar is tight, but there's never been a better time to buy a new vehicle. With fantastic rebates, low rates, awesome trade allowance, and 7 American car lines to choose from, Price's Incorporated is sure to fit you with the perfect vehicle at a price that's pleasing. And as always, if we don't have what you want on our lot, we'll find it for you. Don't go out of town for a good deal. Stay in town for a great deal. Price's Incorporated, where your trade is worth more.
We're back at Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County has just won their second-round game against Larue County, 40-27. Caldwell County moves to 10-2 on the year. Larue County ends their season at 10-2. A nip-and-tuck game into the first half. 4 lead changes. Caldwell County led at halftime, but they come out. The defense, after Caldwell County went down 20-19, the defense for Caldwell County really stood out from that point on. Caldwell County able to put some points on the board and pull away in the second half for a 40-27 win. Caldwell County will now face Elizabethtown here at Tiger Stadium next Friday night. And that game is either a 7 or 7:30, depending on what the coaches get together and put the starting time on. Usually 7:30 is the playoff start time for most of these postseason games, so we'll pass that along as the season goes. Maybe we'll know as even early as tomorrow during the Saturday morning quarterback with Bob Hayes and Coach Barnes. But it's going to be an interesting show tomorrow as Bob totals up the game stats. This is the post-game show brought to you tonight by the Princeton Golf and Country Club, who are having a great holiday meal coming up at the Princeton Golf and Country Club. It's on Sunday the 19th from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. This special holiday buffet is going to have ham, and they're going to have baked fish along with the traditional turkey and all of the traditional side items. Cost of this only $16.95, half price if you're 10 and under, and this price includes your drink. So come on out and enjoy some holiday cheer with family and friends at the Princeton Golf and Country Club, Sunday, November 19th, 11 to 1:30. You can call Marilyn at 270-963-0512 to make your reservations. Sounds like a great afternoon of food and fun at the Princeton Golf and Country Club, and they bring you tonight's post game here in the second round as Caldwell advances with a 40-27 win over a tough Larue County team. Went back a week there. Bob Hart County, the victim last week as Caldwell starts their playoff run. Elizabethtown will be the opponent next week. And let's see if I had their season record. I think they only have one loss on the season. Louisville Christian. Okay, so they will come in 11-1 on the year as they come into Tiger Stadium next week. 3 years we've done this for WPKY, 3 fun years. We hope everybody have enjoyed it, and we hope this is the year we actually get past Elizabethtown. That's been the end of our seasons the last 2 years. So we're hoping for a lot better results next week here at Tiger Stadium. Of course, Caldwell County will host that one. Should they win that one, it's on to bigger and better things after that. But you always have to, if you're going to advance, you're going to have to go through Elizabethtown. Big football tradition, just like Caldwell County. So it's going to be a tough matchup against Elizabethtown again next week here at Tiger Stadium.
Time the charm
we got you
for us.
up.
Oh, third time's a charm for the Tigers in their quest to beat E-Town. But summing up this game tonight, Caldwell County almost a dominating effort here in the second half, as we'll get into here. The scoring in the second half, Caldwell County on the opening drive of the third quarter, they take it down and score on a 5-yard pass to Trail Riley from Joby Jaggers, Boyce Nichols with the, Jameer Riley, a 1-yard run. Boyce Nichols adding the extra point with 9 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Caldwell County goes up at that point 33-20. Again in the third quarter, Gabe East on a nice catch, a beautiful throw from Joby. Gabe going up between 2 defenders in the end zone to catch it 30 yards from Joby at the 12-second mark of the third quarter. Boyce Nichols adding the extra point, and the Tigers lead at that point 40-20. And then late in the game, with 20 seconds to go, Larue County gets on the board on a Brandon Cecil 13-yard pass from Dane Milby. The PAT was good. Too little too late for Larue County as they lose the game tonight 40-27 to the Tigers. We'll look at the Tiger stats first here. For the game, Caldwell County with 31 rushing attempts for 81 yards. Jameer Riley, 23 of those attempts for 128 yards. Joby Jaggers, 2 for -18. Boyce Nichols, 1 on a mishandled snap punt formation, minus 13 yards. Trail Riley, 3 carries for net 0. Caleb Burden, 1 carry for a -2 yards. And the team on a bad snap, minus 14 yards. So 31 carries resulting in 81 net offensive rushing yards for the Tigers in the passing game. Joby Jaggers tonight, again, another over 50% completion, 16 out of 23, 1 interception for 135 yards. Oliver Parker, 1 out of 1 tonight for 23 yards and 1 touchdown. Travis Newsome with 4 catches tonight for 42 yards and the 1 touchdown. Trail Riley 3 catches for 11 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jameer Riley 5 catches for 38 yards. Oliver Parker 2 catches for 16 yards. And Gabe East 3 catches for 51 yards and 1 touchdown tonight. Total yardage through the air for the Tigers, 158 yards. With their 81 yards rushing, they have 239 yards total offense. Looking at Larue County in the second half in the rushing department, 37 yards on 12 carries. Through the air, 54 yards. Their quarterback, Dane Milby, was 6 out of 14 tonight with 2 interceptions. Total of 91 yards in the second half for Larue County. Caldwell County with a dominating, suffocating effort in the second half. 261 yards in the first half for Larue, only 91 in the second half. 362 yards total offense tonight for Larue County Hawks. Again, I think, Dennis, what we saw here was Caldwell County determined, coming out in the third quarter, taking the opening kickoff, going down and scoring, and then scoring again, more or less putting it out of reach for Larue County at that time. We threw an interception late in the game. It didn't cost us. Larue County did go down eventually and put up 7 points in the second half, but too little, too late. Another Caldwell County reaches their 10th victory this season, and just the magic season continues for the Tigers.
Bob, what makes this one a pretty sweet, we love to have the rematch coming up with Elizabethtown, but realistically, you go back to August and you had all the predictions saying Caldwell maybe 6-4 on the season. This is going to be a down year. You've got too many new players on offense. You're not going to be able to do anything with the thoughts of the naysayers. This team has proven everybody wrong. They're going to go into a game, a regional championship against Elizabethtown next Friday night here at Tiger Stadium with home field advantage in a game that's very winnable with this team playing like they are. We've got a great defense. You've got an offense that's throwing the ball at better than a 66, 67, 68% clip. You're getting a running game now out of Jameer Riley. There's two in the last 3 games. He's been well over 100 yards on the ground.
And the thing that I like about Jameer, Dennis, is that he's got toughness. He doesn't shy away from contact. He's turned himself into a north-south runner rather than east-west, and he's capable of breaking a handoff anytime he gets his hands on the ball.
Yeah, he's got the speed to break the long one, but what you also like to see, what you develop, and you hit on it right there, it's not a lot of that sideline-to-sideline running he's trying to do now. If he gets hit, we saw it tonight a couple of maybe 3 or 4 times just from our vantage point, those legs still turning with 3 or 4 tacklers on him, trying to shove that ball, at least pick up another yard or 2 somewhere along the way. So he's become more of a physical runner to go along with that speed.
And I think you develop that. I think after a while you get to liking that. You don't mind getting hit. Not only with our passing game, but we can put it in high gear with the running game. His at least second effort this year being over 100 yards. And so, again, Caldwell County does what they have to do to win the football game. We got great. I can't wait to see these tackle numbers tomorrow morning, but our linebackers were all over the field tonight.
Yeah, Will Bashir had a great game tonight.
Yes, and Hunter always has a great game, and Cole Baker. We got after Larue County in the rushing the quarterback, and he threw his last 5 or 6 passes were thrown on the run, getting out of the pocket, and eventually, ultimately thrown up for grabs, although he did complete one of those. But a good defensive effort tonight by Caldwell County. Be interested to see how Coach Barnes assesses the defensive effort tomorrow. Again, it's a win. We let them stay in the game maybe a little bit longer than what we wanted to, but 3 big plays usually does that. When you give up a 64 and a 60 and a 42-yard run, as opposed to making them ground out and get those yards over 10 plays, but we overcame that, and so a great effort here tonight by the Tigers. I'm impressed, regardless of how it looked and what it was looking like in the first half. We
My knee hit the switch, sorry.
And we are back after a few technical difficulties. We apologize for that. You're listening to the Princeton Golf and Country Club post-game show here on WPKY. Caldwell County wins their second round playoff game 40-27 over Larue County tonight. Dennis Stevens along with Bob Hayes and Ty Englebright here at the stadium. And Bob, let you finish your comments on the play of the Tigers tonight and heading into that big matchup against Elizabethtown next week.
Well, even though we let them stay in the game up until halftime, 2019 at halftime, I still feel like we played a really solid game. You take away those 3 long touchdowns that they had, the 64, the 60-yard pass plays, and the 42-yard run by the quarterback. Really, I think we only got faked maybe 2 or 3 times on their runs tonight. So I think effectively you can say we shut down their wishbone. You take those 3 plays away, it's a 0 game for Larue County until late in the game with seconds remaining to go. Caldwell County moved the ball at will through the air, moved it pretty well on the ground, blocked a punt, took advantage of that, had a kickoff return for a touchdown, and just an all-around solid effort, I think, Dennis, on the Tigers' part, that what I saw tonight.
Yeah, a good job by the guys tonight. A couple of interesting points I hope that Coach Barnes is able to comment on with you tomorrow is the one, every time we went into motion tonight, it was a procedure call against the Tigers. I mean, at least 80% of the time, 90% of the time, we tried to send a receiver in motion across the line. We got a procedure call even when they just started to turn. So I'm interested to see what goes on with that, the explanation from Coach Barnes. And also possibly a big loss for Caldwell County tonight, even though we're happy with a 40-27 win. Travis Newsome took a big hit in that second half on a pass attempt on the sideline, had it for a minute, took a vicious hit from the back, and went out of the ball game really wobbly coming off the field. So the condition of Travis Newsome going into the regional final next week against Elizabethtown, certainly on the minds of Caldwell fans tonight.
Well, you would think that I'm not sure. I'm sure concussion might play a role into that, but it looked like he just got hit from the back and jostled him. It could have resulted in his head being hit, but it'd be a great. We'll find out tomorrow maybe what the extent of whether he just was shaken up, and when you get hit like that, you don't want to put a player back in the game, Dennis. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it's not the concussion protocol. It's just a wicked hit, jarred him. Really, in one of those plays that you develop when Joby was running out of the pocket, finding and buying time, bought more time than what I thought he was going to be able to get by with, and threw the ball. And Travis had his hands on it before he got hit from behind, but the kid running from behind had a 5-6 yard run on him and just leveled him. Right. And yeah, that could be the only downside of the game if Travis is not able to play next week. But Gabe East came in, and Gabe does well. Cameron Traylor, it's just the next man up, as they say, if Travis is not able to go. But we hope that we can report good news in the morning on the quarterback show.
Well, Bob, I know you're a big baseball fan, as am I, and my favorite player, Yogi Berra, once said it's like deja vu all over again. Next week, it's Caldwell County, Elizabethtown. We've been at this 3 years together, but it's a team that's ended our season the last 2 years, so we're looking for great things next week out of this Tiger bunch, trying to get over that Elizabethtown hump. Any thoughts on that game coming up?
Well, certainly one thing that we did tonight, Larue gave up 35 to E-Town, gave up 40 to us tonight, and we probably should have had another touchdown if we'd not tried for the bomb and had it intercepted. So I kept hearing some guys up here, I think from Larue County, saying that you know, they played them tough until maybe second, third quarter developed, and then they got away from them a little bit. But no, I'd say that we have a great shot. I thought we've had great shots at them the last 2 years. The Hail Mary 2 years ago, the game last year in E-Town where we got robbed of that touchdown on that soccer line thing in the end zone where the official thought maybe that was the out-of-bounds line, inside the true out-of-bounds line. And that game was much closer than that score indicated. So I like them coming to Princeton and having to ride 2+ hours to get down here.
It's going to be a great game. We'll have all the coverage again next week. Depending on the game time start, either 7 or 7:30, we'll be on the air an hour before kickoff with Bob and Coach Barnes. And then our pregame show will come your way 30 minutes before kickoff, so I hope you'll tune in for that. Tomorrow morning, the Tiger Trade premieres on WPKY at 8 o'clock. And then Saturday morning, quarterback Bob Hayes and Coach Barnes will be on the air at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
If Ty's having a good run on the trade and sale stuff, we might postpone the show till 10 and let Ty go 2 hours on the Tiger trade.
So looking forward to a bigger and better version of the old Saturday Swapper coming your way tomorrow, revamped and better on WPKY. I want to thank the Princeton Golf and Country Club for joining us for our Tiger sponsorship this week and getting to be a part of our Tiger broadcast here. The Princeton Golf and Country Club invites the community out to a delicious holiday meal at the Country Club Sunday, November 19th. That's from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. This buffet is going to offer ham and baked fish along with a traditional turkey and all the great side items. That's the cost is going to be $16.95, half price for those 10 and under, and this includes your drink. So come on out to enjoy some holiday cheer with all your family and friends. That's at the Princeton Golf and Country Club on Sunday, November 19th from 11 to 1:30 p.m. Call Marilyn at 270-963-0512 to make your reservations. That'll be a great afternoon at the Princeton Golf and Country Club. So that's going to do it for us here. The final, once again, Caldwell County 40, Larue County 27. We'll be back again next week against Elizabethtown. So until then, for Ty Englebright and Bob Hayes, I'm Dennis Stevens. Good night, everybody.